Good evening, and welcome to Big Z Sports' presentation of high school football. Tonight, the Kime Company, DAC Vitamins and Minerals, the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, and Right Mark Roofing presents the Strasburg Tigers hosting the Malvern Hornets. Tonight's game is also brought to you by the First National Bank of Denison, TMK Valley Propane, and Wood Electric. Now, let's head to the Hartzler Quality Housing Mobile Studio for the best coverage of high school football with Big Z Sports.
High school football lives right here on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel, and it is Week 6 on the way from Ron Hurst Field. The Strasburg Tigers hosting the Malvern Hornets. Good evening, everyone. Nick McWilliams and Shannon Thomas, your broadcast crew. Cam Anderson down on the sidelines doing our social media, and the Claxon Communications crew helping us out today to bring you all of the action. We're stepping in a little bit earlier here, Shannon, before we join the guys back at the station at 99.9. This game also on our airwaves as well, and a huge matchup because we're talking about, well, of course, league implications, but you're also talking about a team trying to accomplish something that hasn't been done in about 19 years, which is, well, one, Strasburg staying undefeated, which I know all the Tigers fans want, but it'd be the first time they've beaten the Hornets in 19 years.
Yeah, just an outstanding season right now for the Tigers, and like you said, big league implications on this game. You know, I ain't taking nothing away from anybody else in the IVC North, but these two teams right here are two of the teams at the top with a couple other teams. So one of these teams coming out of here tonight will be one of those teams that's going to be one of the top couple favorites to head into the final couple weeks of the season. I mean, what more could you ask for on a beautiful Week 6 of high school football?
Yeah, I still can't believe we're at that point, and what a beautiful night it certainly is, and we have to give a huge shout-out. No surprise at all. We do this every time we're here at Strasburg, but what an incredible job this field or this grounds crew has done with this field, because we've had really bad weather in terms of grass and all that kind of stuff. It looks fantastic for this matchup.
Yeah, no, and you beat me to it. You know, I'm sitting here thinking.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, we're thinking right out the get-go. We got an award of McInturf Realty Player of the Game, and I'm starting to think the grounds crew right now is leading the way because, like you said, everything around it is yellow and brown and whatever color dirt is these days. But this field is completely green, and it's not really tore up. I mean, I was out there walking around, and it's got some divots here and there, but outstanding job by the grounds crew here. I mean, if you're allowed to have a picnic, this is the place to come.
If you walk down there, it's plush, too.
Yes.
It's nice, it's soft, it's incredible what they've been able to do, and it's been incredible what Strasburg has been able to do to this point, as we mentioned, undefeated, and it's been one heck of a run for the Tigers that they're looking to keep going. You know, the Malvern Hornets, a couple losses to their name. It's been a little bit tougher sledding. Trust us when we say, though, this is still a very dangerous Hornets team, and I think everybody knows that in that side of the IVC.
Yeah, they're dangerous, and last week, you know, they had a little bit of trouble early in the game, and Tusky Valley jumped on them, and they had to battle through some adversity. They had to find a way to get back in that game and won it late, and, you know, and that's just due to the experience of the kids, the experience of the coaching staff, and they found a way to win in a tough situation, and they had to have a good week of practice because they went from a team like Tusky Valley who's coming back up, and they're playing a team that was where Tusky Valley used to be that's now at the top. So, I mean, it's going to be a tough one for Malvern tonight. Yeah,
definitely going to be no easy task here. I mean, there's never an easy task whenever it comes to high school football because you never know how one's going to shape up. And, you know, Strasburg right now, obviously with what they said, you could say that they are the team that's got the target on their back, just given the record so far to this point. But we know how Malvern has done on this side of the IVC for a long time. So regardless of the records, they've still got a target on their back, too, because everybody knows you got to get through Malvern on that side.
Well, they always say if you want to beat the best, or if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. And Malvern's been at the top of the IVC North for the last few years, battling it out with Newcomerstown. So no matter where Strasburg's record's at right now, you're 5-0 coming in, but you need to consider yourself the underdog when you're playing against a team like Malvern.
Yeah, without a doubt. And this is going to be a fun matchup between a junior quarterback from Malvern in Jackson Jones. Then you talk about, believe it or not, a sophomore quarterback in Brody Boffman, who we've been incredibly impressed with. He doesn't look like a sophomore out there.
No, and for a sophomore, he does a real good job of managing the game. And if you're a coach, that's what you want your quarterback to do. You want him to manage the game. You want him to take care of the ball, control the snaps. When he has to throw it, make a nice little precise throw. You don't have to win the game in one throw. And like you said, he's got a lot of veterans around him, so that makes it a lot easier for him.
Yeah, it certainly does. Well, you are locked into the Wood Electric pregame show here on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel, live from the Hartzler's Quality Housing mobile studio. Coming up here in a little while, as we mentioned, we'll join the guys back in studio, as we'll also be bringing you the pregame live there. Other matchups going on tonight. We've got a whole docket of them for sure. Also on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel, the Garaway Pirates play host to the Claymont Mustangs live from the Hill in Sugar Creek. 2 4-1 teams that a win in that game could really make some noise in the IVC.
Yeah, and I'm going to go out on a limb right now and say Garaway is probably really happy that game is at home. Because
I'm sure they are.
Claymont's been playing some good football. Other than the first minute and a half of the Smithville game, they've had a really good season. And Garaway coming off that loss last week, and you're bringing in a team like Claymont who's really looking to make noise in the IVC South. Garaway's happy that one's on the Hill. Yeah,
they definitely are. So you can catch all that action with Joe and Robbie coming up here on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. Our sister station, WJER, has you covered as well at 100.9 FM. We've got the Dover Crimson Tornadoes looking to right the ship on their season, and they'll try to do it at home from Crater Stadium. They welcome in one of their heated rivals in the Steubenville Big Red. This is the type of game that you got to win if you want to revert things over to the right side for the season.
Yeah, and Dover, like you said, they've kind of been up and down this year. I mean, they've had some games that they were in and probably could have won and end up losing it late, and then they won some game. But like you said, you're bringing in Steubenville. It don't matter what Steubenville's record. It doesn't matter who they've beat or who they've lost to. It's Steubenville. They've always been one of the premier teams in the state. You got to take that in consideration when they're coming into your house. They're coming in to take that win away from you, and Dover's going to have to step it up tonight and play some good football.
Definitely will. And also at WJER.com, we've got the new Philadelphia Quakers at home from Woody Hayes Quaker Stadium. They'll be welcoming in the Lindsley Cadets all the way up from West Virginia. This could be a good game for New Philadelphia, too, to really kind of put their stamp on things to start off the second half of the season.
Yeah, they come off a pretty convincing win last week, and kind of looking to keep that train rolling now that they're at home. And Lindsley's always been a tough game for them, and the Quakers, like you said, they need to get the second half of the season started off right.
Certainly will. Well, stay tuned here with the Wood Electric pregame show. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll join the guys in studio and get rolling with your full Wood Electric pregame show, including insights into both these teams and what we see here in the pregame. Of course, we'll also be talking with the coaches later on and bring you the night's kickoff from beautiful Ron Hurst Field here in Strasburg. We could not ask for a better night for high school football, and we appreciate all of you for tuning in here with us. Stay tuned for more from Big Z Sports.
If you're planning a major concrete project, you need the help of Stocker Concrete Company. From precast concrete products to ready-mix concrete, sand, gravel, limestone, and concrete block, the professionals at Stocker Concrete can help you get started and keep you on the path to completion using the best materials you can find. Stocker Concrete is the concrete material provider you can count on. See them at 7574 Route 36, Janaden-Hutton, or call 740-254-4626.
TMK Valley Propane is embracing remote tank monitors. Are you tired of going outside to check your propane tank or forget to order your propane on time? TMK Valley Propane now provides reliable remote tank monitoring technology. Let TMK Valley Propane take the worry away, provide timely delivery, and never run out of propane again. Thank you for your trust in TMK Valley Propane.
All the way with TMK, service with a personal touch.
The certified public accountants at Niedenthal & Company believe in the value of relationships. Niedenthal & Company has been in business for over 50 years in your community, helping individuals and businesses grow. Niedenthal & Company can help manage and prepare your payroll, plan your estate, and prepare your business and personal income taxes. Stop into the Niedenthal facility on North Worcester Avenue in Dover and become a valued client today.
Top Notch Auto on East Plum Alley in Janaden. Your one-stop shop for all your vehicle needs, offering experienced staff that can handle just what you need to keep your vehicle running at its best. Top Notch Auto specializes in diagnostics with state-of-the-art diagnostics equipment. Whether your vehicle needs regular maintenance or major repairs, Top Notch Auto can handle all your vehicle needs. They also offer a large selection of tire brands, including Goodyear, Kelly, and Cooper, just to name a few. Find Top Notch Auto LLC on Facebook.
Cush Financial Group has been proudly serving the community's financial needs for over 35 years. The team at Cush Financial follows an industry-leading service model with a unique approach and fiduciary responsibilities associated with their board-certified financial planner. With over 75 years of combined experience, the advisors at Cush Financial Group are here to help you achieve your financial goals. Contact their office at 330-308-8700 or visit their website at cushfinancial.com to see about scheduling your free consultation today. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Independence Capital Company Incorporated, member FINRA SIPC.
Jeff Wallach, LLC, is a family-owned and operated company proudly serving greater Northeast Ohio and surrounding communities for over 25 years. We specialize in vinyl siding, replacement windows.
If you're planning a major concrete project, you need the help of Stocker Concrete Company. From precast concrete products to ready-mix concrete, sand, gravel, limestone, and concrete block, the professionals at Stocker Concrete can help you get started and keep you on the path to completion using the best materials you can find. Stocker Concrete is the concrete material provider you can count on. See them at 7574 Route 36, Janaden-Hutton, or call 740-254-4626. PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at pacdrilling.com.
Jeff Wallach, LLC, is a family-owned and operated company proudly serving greater Northeast Ohio and surrounding communities for over 25 years. We specialize in vinyl siding, replacement windows and doors, gutters, downspouts, and much more. We provide quality service regardless of the size or scope of the project. Our crews are reliable, respectful, and mindful of a safe work environment. Jeff Wallach, LLC is certified by the Better Business Bureau. Call today and discover how we can assist you in making your vision a reality.
Are you ready to make a difference in a young person's life? Big Brothers Big Sisters of East Central Ohio has 88 children waiting for a mentor. As a mentor, you will spend as little as 4 hours a month with your little, guiding them, listening, and helping them discover their full potential. Your time and your kindness can change the course of their future. By becoming a Big, you're not just volunteering, you're defending the potential of a child, giving them an opportunity to dream big and reach higher. Visit www.bigs4kids.com to sign up and help us make sure that no child has to wait. Big Brothers Big Sisters of East Central Ohio. Defend the potential and become a Big today.
Lindsay Adams State Farm takes pride in customer service, community involvement, and their professional knowledge in the products and services offered, providing protection to their customers in more ways than just their auto insurance by protecting you from encountering any unexpected occurrences, including your auto, home, income, and the loss of a loved one. At Lindsay Adams State Farm, you're more than a customer, you're part of their family. Learn more about what Lindsay and her agents can do for you by visiting lindsayadamsf.com. Ron's Heating and Cooling in Denison has been serving this great area since 1977. At Ron's, no matter what you need, they can handle it. From heating and cooling to standby Generac generators, water heaters, tankless water heaters, mobile home equipment, duct cleaning, and 24-hour no-heat service. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you have to do is call 740-922-5252. Ron's Heating and Cooling proudly supports high school sports and would like to wish best of luck to all local athletes participating this season.
Other guy's insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course.
At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
Hi, I'm Crystal, General Manager at Loudon Motors Ford. I invite you to stop in and feel the difference of shopping for your next vehicle with our friendly, non-commissioned sales staff, or the personal touch that you will receive from one of the last family-owned and operated dealerships for nearly 100 years. So my question for you is, when will you experience the crystal clear and loud and clear advantage right here in sunny Minerva, Ohio?
Technology shouldn't slow us down. It should move us forward. At LodgeVision Technologies, we've been helping local businesses for over 12 years on US 62 in Winesburg, solving tech problems and making everyday operations easier. And we're here with custom IT solutions that just simply work. At LodgeVision, it's people first. That means service with integrity, professionalism, and genuine care. Call 330-234-5025 for your free consultation today. LodgeVision Technologies, local IT, real solutions, people first.
Big moments are coming. Are you ready? If you need sponsor banners, graduation programs, or yard sale signs, the East Central Ohio Print Center has you covered. Visit ecoprintcenter.org. And if you've got a new driver in the house, East Central Ohio ESC offers flexible driver's education with in-car training and online options. Scholarships are available from signs to steering wheels. The East Central Ohio Educational Service Center is here to help. Find out more today online at ecoesc.org.
Good evening and welcome to Big Z Sports presentation of high school football. Tonight, the Kime Company, DAC Vitamins and Minerals, the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, and Right Mark Roofing presents the Strasburg Tigers hosting the Malvern Hornets. Tonight's game is also brought to you by the First National Bank of Denison, TMK Valley Propane, and Wood Electric. Now, let's head to the Hartzler Quality Housing Mobile Studio for the best coverage of high school football with Big Z Sports.
To Strasburg High School as your backdrop here for the Strasburg Tigers taking on the Malvern Hornets. Good evening, everyone. Nick McWilliams, Shannon Thomas, and we've got IVC football on the way in what promises to be a great showdown. The undefeated Tigers looking to defend their home field against the visiting Malvern Hornets. And Shannon, we already mentioned it on stream here, now joining in with 99.9 WTUZ. The Strasburg Tigers are looking, one, to keep it undefeated, of course, but two, do something they haven't done in 19 years, which is pick up a win against Malvern. And, you know, to keep their undefeated season alive and find themselves at the top of the conference standings, you know how much more that would mean with a win tonight.
Yeah, usually when you come to Strasburg, you always get to hear about that softball program. Now everybody walking through the gate down there today, they're excited. They're all talking football. There was a lot of fans here before us at 5:15. I mean, there are seats taped out. People here early putting their seats down, and concession stand was open at 5:15 with dinner ready. I mean, the Tiger Nation is excited for football.
And for good reason, because it has been one heck of a season thus far for Strasburg, led by head coach Jim Morris. You know, this is a Tigers team that when Coach Mo came back, you know, his second stint here at Strasburg, basically the goal was, or what the message was, hey, stick with me, we're going to figure this out. You know, we can get things back on the winning trail for Strasburg, and boy, have they done it in a big way this year. On the other side of the field with the Malvern Hornets, we already know what they do in the IVC year in and year out. They're one of the top teams that the North has to deal with every single year. Couple losses this season, but like you and I were already saying, it is a Hornets team that is one that you have to take as seriously as possible because you know how much they can burn you.
Yeah, coming into this game, Strasburg is 5-0, Malvern's 3-2. But, in my opinion, Malvern's going to be the favorite because they've been at the top of the league for so long. Strasburg needs to come in and play as the underdog, you know, victim right here because Malvern, they're going to do what they do. They might have a couple losses, but they lost a lot to graduation last year, and they've been finding kids, plugging kids in different places. and they're eventually going to get that ship righted, and they're going to be rolling. And if you're Strasburg, you don't want Malvern to do it on your home turf.
Well, we know what the Hornets are going to be all about, and one of the biggest parts of their game plan for sure coming into this game, senior tailback Julius Gore. He has had a phenomenal season to this point, and he's probably going to be one of the biggest ball carriers or the biggest names that we're going to be calling out for the Hornets here tonight, trying to keep Malvern moving in the right direction. We're going to take our first time out, or second time out on stream, I guess, and we'll be joined by both head coaches. We start off with Matt Chirico for Malvern on the way, followed up by Jim Morris from Strasburg, right here on your Wood Electric pregame show.
Newtown Mall provides you a one-stop shop for anything you need. You can shop the latest fashions at Kohl's, Maurice's, or Marshall's, get your sporting goods at Dunham's or Dick's Sporting Goods, or redo a room in your house at Ashley Furniture. Find all these stores and more for yourself and experience Newtown. Plus, you can sign up to be a Newtown Mall VIP and follow your favorite stores so you're the first to know sales, giveaways, events, and more. To sign up and to see all that's happening, visit newtownmall.com.
Want to stay warm in your vehicle this winter? Call the Remote Start Pros at Cartoons and Accessories in New Philly. With over 15,000 units installed over 18 years in the market, Cartoons in-car experts have the expertise to get the job done right. Cartoons carries a full assortment of remote starts that give you any desired range needed to warm up your car from anywhere. We also do diesel vehicles as well as standard shift vehicles. So don't delay. Call Cartoons today and schedule an appointment to stay warm all winter long. Cartoons at 517 West High Avenue in New Philly, 330-339-2006. Be there.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf. For the past 30 years, the residents in and around Tuscarawas County have made the call to the realtors and staff at McInturf Realty for buying and selling of residential and commercial properties. We truly live in a great community, and in all of these communities, there is nothing better than high school football. For myself and all the agents and staff at McInturf Realty, we would like to wish all the area athletes good luck this season. And make the call to McInturf Realty at 330-364-SOLD.
Simona Bolteron is a global leader in plastics technology, manufacturing thermoplastic products for industries such as aircraft interior parts, medical device housings, wall coverings, general thermoforming, and many more. Simona Bolteron, a company like a friend, is proud to be a part of the community and wishes all local athletes good luck and have a great year. For more information, visit them online at bolteron.com. Simona Bolteron, 1 General Street, Newcomerstown.
Let the experts at Bear Carpet One in Sugar Creek help you pick out the right window treatment for you. Bear is now carrying Alta Window Fashions. Their cost-effective, made-in-America blinds and shades come in many styles. Honeycomb, roller shades, wood, faux wood, aluminum, and vertical blinds. Even custom shutters in many fabrics and materials. Alta blinds and shades can be automated through a remote, smartphone, or even voice. Come check out Bear's Alta display. Bear Carpet One, just off Route 39 in the Salzburg Plaza in Sugar Creek.
Hi, this is Zarek with Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. How healthy is the air you breathe? When air quality outside is bad, you can breathe easy inside your home with air purifiers, high-quality air filtration, and other fine products from Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. We are your local trained comfort specialists in downtown Dover, providing 24-hour emergency service since 1981. For all your home comfort needs, call us at 330-343-5511. We look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
The Tuscarawas County dairy farmers want you to know that low-fat chocolate milk is a great choice for student athletes and hard workers. It provides the nutrition needed after practices, games, or a hard day at work, and it tastes great. Low-fat chocolate milk is packed with carbohydrates for energy, proteins to repair muscles, fluids to rehydrate, plus vitamins and minerals to help build strong bones and bodies. It's the official beverage of the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Tuscarawas County Dairy Farmers. Farms, family, food.
The American Professional Truck Driving School by Buckeye Career Center offers hands-on CDL training and expert-led classroom instruction to prepare you for success. Already trained elsewhere? No problem. Complete testing on-site at U.S. America CDL Test Center by Buckeye Career Center. Register for training or to take your CDL test by calling today. Get the skills. Get certified. Get on the road with Buckeye Career Center.
It is your Wood Electric pregame show live from Strasburg as we've got the Strasburg Tigers hosting the Malvern Hornets. High school football on the way in Week 6. We are along the sidelines with the coach. Brought to you this segment by Kishman's IGA for the Malvern Hornets. It's Matt Chirico. Coach, second half of the season already, which really doesn't seem right to be asking you about that.
Yeah, I know. Those first 5 weeks kind of fly by, and you kind of look at we kind of look at the first half of the season, the second half of the season, and the postseason. So our first half season's done; it's over with. The next 5 games are the most important games for us, all league games, and we want to get off to a good start tonight.
Well, trying to get off to that good start I know is going to be a huge key. Last week you guys do get the win over Tuskegee Valley, but a couple struggles here and there. I know you weren't overly pleased with things when you called in on the show on Friday night, but overall, job number one, the important part of the job was you got the win.
Yeah, and that's the most important thing. Defensively, I thought we were outstanding last week. But offensively, we really had a tough time. We had a couple key turnovers in the first half that really hurt us. And so, we got to kind of learn from that. I didn't think last week we were very mentally prepared or mentally ready. Going against a Tuskegee Valley team that they played hard, they played well, they did a lot of things good, and we got to be a lot better tonight. I'm hoping we are.
Well, going into the second half of the season, after 5 full weeks kind of for evaluation, we know you guys are a team that had to replace a lot of starters from last year, and everybody who's slotted into a new role. How do you feel like through that first half of the season, what their improvement has been like from the offseason to this point?
The one thing I'm really happy with is our offensive line. I think our offensive line's really coming along. We're not very big up front. We've seen many teams that aren't very big up front. You just got to be sound and fundamental with what you do. And, I think they're really starting to gel as a unit. We have other guys, some seniors that stepped in at receiver that we just got to be a little bit more consistent in that aspect of, catching the ball and things like that. And, Jackson's had his ups and downs as a quarterback, but he's got 5 games under his belt now. And, we really want him to kind of really take off here in the second half of the year.
It could definitely be a big key and a big help for you, for your team. Things don't get any easier, of course, because on the docket, the undefeated Strasburg Tigers, first time that they've done that in over 2 decades. I know I don't have to tell you guys this. You've been watching the film. They were a very, very tough team this year.
Yeah, and, we knew with them only losing 3 seniors last year that they were going to have a good year. And just kind of looking at their schedule, I thought they, before the season even started, they had a pretty darn good chance of being a 4-1, 5-0 type team. And here we are, they're 5-0. So, for us, the most important aspect is just kind of taking care of things that we can control. For us, we just want to go out and play just a sound football game in all aspects, offense, defense, special teams, and, make Strasburg just work for everything that they are trying to get.
Last thing here for you, Coach. What have you talked about the most in practice this week in terms of what you guys have really been working on that you feel can give you the edge here and pick up a win and spoil that undefeated season for the Tigers?
Just be mentally ready. Be mentally ready. Be physical with them. It's league play. It's league play now. This is the most important game of our season right now. And our goal is to go 1-0 this week, and hopefully we can do that.
Well, I appreciate your time, Coach, and as always, good luck to the Hornets.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Head Coach Matt Chirico for the Malvern Hornets, brought to you by Kishman's IGA. Stay tuned. We've got Head Coach Jim Morris on the way from Strasburg right after this.
Are you a compassionate caregiver looking for a career with purpose? Second Family Home Care and Support Services is now hiring home health aides and STNAs. We offer competitive wages, flex time scheduling, and employment rewards because we believe in supporting the people who support others. Start your journey with a company that truly cares. Visit careers.secondfamily.com to apply today or contact them at 740-462-3152.
Gillen Body Shop knows that when their business is needed, it's never planned and it can cause quite the inconvenience. That's why Gillen Body Shop makes the process as easy as possible for their customers by making sure the work is completed right the first time. Gillen Body Shop has experienced staff that give all completed work a 100% guarantee. So when those unplanned repairs to your vehicle are needed, there's only one choice. Gillen Body Shop on Cary Avenue in New Philadelphia. Find them on Facebook.
The Sarchone name has always been known for truck sales, and once you see our inventory, you'll understand why. At Sarchone Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Dalton, you'll find the largest selection of new trucks and SUVs in the area. Shop our inventory at sarchonecdjr.com or stop in and visit us on the corner of Route 30 and Route 94 in Dalton. Sarchone Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Get your own at Sarchone.
Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has just what you're looking for, so your athlete has the best gear for the sports they play. Dumont's has a large apparel selection and can handle your customized screen printing as well as embroidery for your team or business. For sporting goods and for all your apparel needs, Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has everything you want to play and look your best.
You know what's better than a limited time deal? An unlimited time deal. That's why the Wendy's $5 Biggie Bag with a Junior Bacon Cheeseburger, 4-piece nugs, Junior Hot and Crispy Fries, and small soft drink is available all the time. Because the best time for fresh, never frozen beef and Applewood smoked bacon is all the time. Duh. I feel like I'm repeating myself a lot. For the best deal of all time, gotta be Wendy's.
Unlimited time does not mean forever. U.S. price and participation may vary. Prices may be higher in Alaska, Hawaii, and California and via third-party delivery. Fresh beef available in the contiguous U.S., Alaska, and Canada.
All the talks we've had over the years, including what you've told me about not using alcohol and other drugs, they stick with me. And believe it or not, they really do make a difference, especially at times that matter most.
Hey, want a drink?
No thanks, I'm good. So thank you, Dad, for talking and preparing me for what's ahead.
Thank you for talking.
For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov
or go to empowertusk.com.
Ron Rug Automotive has been Malvern's one-stop automotive repair shop since 1999. Ron Rug Automotive is a Napa certified repair shop with ASC certified technicians. Ron Rug Automotive is able to handle any job, from oil changes and tire replacements to installing Jasper engines and transmissions. They also offer boat, RV, and trailer repair. Learn more about Ron Rug Automotive by visiting the website ronrugautomotive.com or find them on Facebook.
The Clark Kidder Real Estate Team is founded on trust, integrity, discretion, and a total commitment to maximizing the value of your home with 100% satisfaction. Working together, Robin and Melanie have found their diverse neighborhood knowledge and savvy business skills to be perfect complements in finding their clients the perfect fit in their home buying experience. To learn more, visit clarkkitterteam.cutlerhomes.com. The Clark Kidder Real Estate Team would like to wish the best of luck to the Malvern Hornets in tonight's game.
It is your Wood Electric pregame show live here at 99.9 and on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. High school football on the way in Week 6, and it's a big one. The Malvern Hornets in town to take on the Strasburg Tigers here from Ron Hurst Field. We'll go along the sideline with the coach, brought to you this segment by Niedenthal & Company. It's head coach Jim Morris for those undefeated Strasburg Tigers, which, Coach, I know how much you like to smile to say that after the first half of the season, right?
Oh, yeah, that is something that I don't know if we anticipated, because our goals are just to go 1-0 each week, but it's nice to see that it's accumulated into that. And what's really special is that the young men are seeing it pay off, and that their work ethic is getting dividends for what they do.
Now, I want to ask you about some of the offensive production you guys have had this season, but really I've been most impressed with the Tigers with the defensive front. You guys have really been seeming to fly the ball at all times. You've really limited some good offenses to not great outings, and I know that's a hallmark of something that you want for Tigers football.
Oh, without a doubt. I think that is our mainstay. I mean, offense is fun to watch and puts points on the boards, but if you want to be a good football team, you got to have a great defense, and Coach Reinball and company have done a great job with that. The kids have bought in, and they're taking a lot of pride in the fact that we have a stingy defense.
What has kind of been the difference maker this year for Strasburg on that defensive side of the ball? Has it been just as simple as everybody knowing their assignment and getting the ball quickly?
Last year, if you look at our stats, we really were pretty good defensively last year too. So I think it's just building on that confidence, understanding that we got to get 11 hats to the football. We changed up a little bit this year and went to a 4-3 from a 3-4, which has helped us put a little bit more pressure in the backfield, and then moved a few kids around. But it's basically because most of those guys are 2- and 3-year starters at those positions.
Now, on the offensive side of the ball, I mean, I feel like I could name half a dozen different players that I know could make a huge difference for you guys, but last week, what a game for Micah McVeigh. I mean, he's somebody who who can make some big plays, but he really put a stamp on that game last week.
He did. He took advantage of the carries that he had. I mean, he only touched the ball 7 times and, put in the end zone 5 of them, so that's a pretty good outing for him, but it isn't all just him. I mean, the offensive line really did get some seams for him, and then we have 4 other guys that could have that kind of night at any time. So all that really does is help us, because other teams have to pick who they want to stop, and then we figure out, okay, if that's the case, we'll go to this guy, and it was Micah's turn that night.
I know I don't have to tell you how good Malvern has been over the past, I don't know how many years it's been now, but maybe a few struggles this year that they didn't have in previous years, but that this is still a Hornets team that's a very tough one to handle. What have you guys talked about this week in practice to make sure that you're ready for them?
Well, we definitely can't. We have to win the turnover war, first of all. We have to get more touches. We know that they've played a really tough schedule. So they're battle-tested, and they're ready for this. We're going to have to make them earn every yard. They're going to have to take long drives. I'm okay if they go 12, 14-play drives and score. I mean, I'm not happy, but I'm okay because I know we're battling and putting ourselves in position. But if they get those quick scores, then we'll really struggle. So we got to make sure that we match their physicality, and we got to make sure we continue to fly to the football.
Last question for you, Coach. If I'm not mistaken, it's been almost 20 years since Strasburg actually did defeat Malvern. So this game has a lot of more importance than just the league implications. It also has to break that streak. Has there been any talk about that at all around Strasburg?
No, I mean, maybe around Strasburg, but not in our program. Like I said, it's just we want to be 1-0, and this is the team that's in front of us now, and the past is the past. I mean, yeah, sure, we would like to end that streak, but that isn't our priority. Our priority is to finish this game 1-0 and then move on and get ready to go to the next week.
Spoken like a true coach, and I kind of expected it. Thank you so much for your time, and good luck to the Tigers.
Thank you so much, and we really love that you're here, so appreciate it, and hopefully we have a great ball game for you to call.
Head coach Jim Morris for the Strasburg Tigers, brought to you by Niedenthal and Company. Stay tuned. We wrap up your Wood Electric pregame show right after this.
The Contini Insurance Agency knows that shopping insurance isn't always fun, but they strive to make the experience a little less painful. Whether it be auto, home, farm, business, life, or recreational vehicles, as an independent insurance agency, they will make recommendations for the coverage you need at a price you can afford. With multiple companies and options available to best suit each situation. To learn more about the Contini Insurance Agency, visit ContiniInsurance.com. The Contini Insurance Agency is a proud supporter of Malvern Hornet Athletics.
Family owned and operated for more than 50 years, Dover Brake specializes in sales and service of everything involving automotive and heavy-duty brakes, along with a vast selection of truck parts and accessories. They also offer alignment, custom U-bolt bending, industrial sandblasting, bonding, and more. And now, you can find the parts you're searching for with a complete in-store inventory updated regularly at DoverBrakeInc.com. Safely shop and pay online and have your purchase delivered, or pick it up at Dover Brake, Route 250 in Strasburg, online at DoverBrakeInc.com.
Willendale Golf Cart Sales is conveniently located right in the heart of Strasburg on North Worcester Avenue. They are your one-stop shop for easy-go vehicles, Textron off-road vehicles, and Cushman vehicles. Once you choose your cart, then the fun begins at Willendale, as they have all the accessories to deck it out. Willendale Golf Cart Sales pride themselves in providing great customer service in their sales, parts, and service departments. To see all the great reviews and to learn more, find Willendale Golf Cart Sales on Facebook.
We invite you to discover Keim Home Center in Charm, Ohio. Keim is your destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. From renovation and building projects to custom millwork needs, our team of experts work with both homeowners and professionals to bring your vision to life. Visit Keim Home Center in Charm or online at keimhome.com. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
This is Brian Williams, commercial lender with the First National Bank of Denison. The day you decided to open your business, you planted the seed. As your roots become stronger, the First National Bank of Denison is here to help your business grow. Strong businesses make strong communities, and because we live, work, and raise our families here, your business benefits us all. Whether you need more space, equipment, or inventory, come see us today for your next business loan. We are a local bank with local decision makers, and your success is our greatest reward. At the First National Bank of Denison, we have our roots where others have their branches. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Every day begins with purpose. Every job begins with precision. At Rightmark Roofing, we don't just install roofs. We build trust and forge relationships. We understand that your roof is more than just materials. It's protection. It's peace of mind. That's why we use high-quality products and expert craftsmanship. With a sharp focus, our team is always ready to hit the mark. Call Rightmark Roofing. Let's build a future that stands strong.
This is RJ Jacobs from DAC Vitamins and Minerals. Did you know that DAC Vitamins and Minerals has more than 40 proven equine supplements that include daily multivitamins, joint, digestion, reproduction and fertility, calming, and many other specialty products? DAC also carries a complete line of livestock products called DAC Show Contender. Feed DAC Vitamins and Minerals to get the competitive edge in the show pen. We've been feeding champions since 1983.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. Or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in downtown New Philadelphia, Sugar Creek, or in Strasburg, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes good luck this season.
At Hartson's Quality Housing, we believe a home is where families grow, memories are made, and futures are built. For 47 years, we've stood by the values that matter most: honesty, trust, and a commitment to our community. Our goal is to provide affordable, reliable housing solutions. We don't just build homes, we invest in the future by supporting local student athletes and the schools that shape tomorrow's leaders. Whether it's on the field or in the classroom, we're proud to stand with our youth and the families who cheer them on. Hartson's Quality Housing, built on trust, committed to community.
Back to the field with Big Z Sports.
Welcome back into your Wood Electric pregame show live here from Strasburg and beautiful Ron Hurst Field as the Strasburg Tigers are set to host the Malvern Hornets here live at 99.9 and on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel as the Tigers are about to make their entrance. Shannon, this has all the excitement that you could possibly imagine as you got some of the youth football players leading out the Tigers out of the big Strasburg helmet in the end zone.
Yeah, and we've always told high school kids when we talk to them, remember, be role models, because there's a little kid on that sideline that looks up to you. You're their hero. It's not the guys in the NFL, it's you guys. And you know how excited those little boys and little girls are right there to run out.
Yeah, they certainly are. Caden Dugan and Gage Moore, the 2 players who lead them towards the sideline. I know those are 2 guys who are absolutely fired up and amped up to bring you this one and put on a show here for the hometown faithful. You and I were looking, actually Cam Anderson down there for our social media pointed it out. We were looking for the sideline here for Strasburg. It's about standing room only, really. There are so many people here.
Yeah, there's a lot of people here, you know. And we said it earlier on the stream, and I'm going to say it now. Every game we give out the McInturf Realty Player of the Game. Right now, my leading candidate is the field crew here.
I know.
I mean, they've done an outstanding job during this drought to keep this field nice and green. The grass is soft. When you walk on it, it's plush, it's soft. It don't crinkle, it don't crunch. I mean, they've done an outstanding job with this field with the drought that's going on. So now, one of the players on this team is going to have to step up, or I'm going to have to go find the guy that takes care of the field and give it to him at the end of the night.
Well, we will wait and see how that one shapes out. The Malvern Hornets, we are waiting them to make their entrance here at Ron Hurst Field. For Malvern, you know, they come in here, like we said, it's an interesting scenario for them because we know in the IVC North they have been a team to beat for quite a while now, off to a 3-2 start this season. You know, some are saying, this isn't the same Malvern team that we've seen in years past. If you come in with that mentality, though, they are going to burn you.
Yeah. And the idea is listen, everybody says, they're down, they're rebuilding. It doesn't matter. This is high school football. Every year a class graduates, every year a new class comes in. That's why as freshmen and sophomores, you make sure you take every rep you can at practice. You do everything that you got to do to be ready for when your number is called. So Malvern's going to show up. Malvern's going to play football. Strasburg better be ready, or Malvern could hand them their first loss on their home field.
Thanks for tuning in to the Wood Electric pregame show. We're going to get the night started with the cartoons of New Philadelphia kickoff. Malvern will be receiving the opening kickoff tonight. That means Strasburg will receive to start off the second half. Going to be a huge key here for the Hornets to get off to a hot start. I know that's exactly what head coach Matt Chirico wants to see. You heard him in the pregame interview. They did not do that against Tuskegee Valley. They found themselves behind 7-0 early. They do not want to try to dig out that hole again, especially here away from home.
Yeah, you want to come in and get a fast start, try to get some points on the board early and make Strasburg chase you. If they fall behind like they did last week against a good Strasburg team, it could be in for a long night. And if you're Strasburg, you want to do what you've done every week. You want to go out and punch somebody in the mouth right off the get-go and take control of the game, and we're going to find out right here real quick.
Yeah, we certainly are, as Gage Moore has it teed up for Strasburg. 2 men back deep for Malvern. It is both Roy Simmons, the senior receiver, and the junior running back Luke Thomas, who will be back deep. Moore makes sure everybody is lined up and gets ready to go. High school football week 6 is here with Big Z Sports. The toe poke down the field, and Simmons will come up and field it at his own 17-yard line. He'll look for room on the right, and he is tripped up at the ankles, and what a tackle there. As getting knocked to the ground was Vern Novak, the freshman, who went down low, and even though he got blocked, Shannon, what a way to stay with it and tackle him.
Yeah, he did an outstanding job. He actually got blocked, and as he was going down, he still got squared up and made a tackle as he was falling to the ground, and it's kind of interesting. I asked you at the beginning of the game, I said, how do you pronounce his name?
I hope we said it right.
First name we got to pronounce.
Shannon was just almost doubled over laughing to start the game off. So Malvern's got the ball at their own 31-yard line. Junior quarterback Jackson Jones will line them up in a pistol set. They'll go 3 wide to the left, 1 to the right. In that pistol, Julius Gore, the running back behind him. Jones turns, gives it off. Gore straight up the middle, cut back to the right. He breaks a couple tackles, leans forward. He's up to the 42-yard line. Quickly, a First Federal Community Bank first down, an 11-yard tote for Gore.
Yeah, nice job by the right side of that offensive line. They made a big hole right there between the guard and the tackle. Gore didn't play around. He made one cut. He went through it. He met the linebackers and then drug everybody else to get that 11 yards.
Well, I got to say for Gore, you and I saw him in the pregame. We know he was a big kid last season. Looking at him when he came out of the locker room for this year, you and I both said the same thing. He put on a little size in the offseason.
Yeah, he definitely put some time in the weight room. Like you said, he might even grew another inch or so, and he's ready for this football season. He's waited his turn to be able to be the workhorse of this program.
And we've got a very quick Cush Financial Group timeout because Malvern had some substitution issues. So stay with us. We'll be back here with Big Z Sports.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
At First Federal Community Bank, investing in our community isn't just a slogan. It's how we do business each and every day. I'm Corey Parker, mobile mortgage lender, and our goal is to empower your financial well-being and build a lasting relationship with you, your family, and your business. We're here to assist you every step of the way, from checking and savings accounts to mortgages and commercial loans. First Federal Community Bank, serving your banking needs in Dover, New Philadelphia, Yerkesville, Sugar Creek, Berlin, and Mount Hope. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, NMLS number 1810696.
Welcome back into the Hartzler's Quality Housing mobile studio, and a gaff there for Malvern as getting started early. I believe they whistled for the false start Julius Gore, who in motion kind of started running towards the line of scrimmage before the snap came in.
Yeah, I think he was just helping us out a little bit. He looked up here. He knew we weren't back from commercial
We still had a couple seconds
He's
left.
like, I'm going to go ahead and take his 5-yard penalty for you guys since you're the best in the business.
So it will be first down and 15 upcoming for the Hornets on this opening drive on a picture-perfect night for some high school football from Ron Hurst Field. Ball at the 37-yard line. 3 down linemen for Strasburg. Actually make it 4 now. Dugan will line up on the right side. Jones in the pistol again. There's another false start, another flinch. Jones tried to send a man in motion, and I'm not sure who moved, but it was on the left side.
Yeah, they're just not getting – they're coming out of the huddle. Guys are lining up in the wrong spot. The quarterbacks happen to push them, tell them to go their places, and then they're getting into a rush, and guys aren't getting set, and then they're snapping the ball, and another 5 yards. So you come out with that first play, you run 11 yards. Now you've went 10 yards backwards, and Coach Turco cannot be happy with what's going on right now.
So now, pistol set again. They'll go 2 by 2. Gore lines up behind Jones. Puts his knee down, takes the snap. He'll hand it off. Gore looks for him on the right side, and he's got nowhere to go. Still leans forward, drives, and gets a couple there, as it looks like he'll pick up about 3 or 4. That was mostly from Gore himself because he was bottled up almost immediately.
Yeah, he wanted to come to the right side right there, and I believe it was number 9, Brody Hurst, got out there and closed that hole real quick, and he took back off the other way, and he got shut on the inside.
Dugan was the man over on the right side who had to redirect him back inside before Hurst was in there to polish it off. Pistol set again, 3 wide receivers spread right. One to the left, rather. Jones fakes the handoff. He'll go to a swing pass on the left side. It's bobbled around, and they're going to call it incomplete. Initially, it looked like it was backwards to Luke Thomas, but it was almost straight in line with his quarterback, so the drop there will bring up 3rd down and long.
Yeah, just right now, that little bit of pressure right there from the Tigers on the right side of that defense. They kind of had the blocker out there sealed up, and I think the player for Malvern was trying to catch the ball, kind of seen that, wasn't sure which way he was going to go. And you know what happens when you take your eye off the ball.
3rd down and 16 as the bell tolls. Malvern breaks the huddle. They'll go with a pistol set again. Same formation we just saw. 3 left, 1 right. Gore lines up behind Jones. Line goes down. Jones is ready. Takes the snap. Rolls to the left. Misdirection. Gore's going to go up the middle, and he's got nowhere to go. Falls forward for maybe a gain of 1.5 yards, or maybe a 2-yard gain, but now it's 4th down as Strasburg snuffed out that rush attempt. That was Zane Thomas, the junior, who polished it off inside.
Yeah, Zane Thomas did an outstanding job right there. He shed his blocker, and he didn't penetrate. He shed his blocker, and he stood there at the line of scrimmage and broke down, and he was able to go side to side with Gore and bring him down. And that's all you want your defensive lineman to do right there. Don't get fancy when it's 4th or 3rd and a mile. Just break down and make the tackle.
Jones is also the punter for Malvern. 1 man back deep for Strasburg. Looks like it's Ryan Becker. Becker, the junior. Snap, it's a wobbly one, but Jones will corral it, and he'll spiral it to the right side. Nice punt as he angles it away from a dangerous returner, and Becker looks like it's out at about the 25-yard line, and that's where Strasburg's offense will take over. See where it is officially marked. And they're going to mark him up to, we'll see how good my eyes are, Shannon. Well, not as good as I thought, because it looks like the 27-yard line will be where the Tigers take over.
Yeah, it looked like he got off a real nice pump. Might have just come off of the side of his foot just a little bit, but he was going to angle that to try to keep it away from Becker. Like I said, Becker's dangerous. Got a little bit of speed to him. He tried to pin him down there to where his guys could get down there and make a nice clean tackle. It just goes out of bounds, and like I said, Tigers are going to come out on the 27-yard line.
It will be the sophomore quarterback in Brody Boffman who will lead things out here. Behind him, 1 tailback in Kaiser Thomas. Spread 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Tigers looking for a hot start after the almost 3 and out for Malvern. Boffman's back to pass, blindside pressure off the backside. Thomas is in there and he drops him. Completely unblocked. Luke Thomas comes screaming in from the side and gets a sack to start off the game.
Yeah, I think Luke Thomas was supposed to be picked up by the running back right there, but the running back kind of was too far inside. Thomas ran right by him, and like I said, he chased him back a long ways, and now the Tigers are in deep trouble right here.
For the Tigers, they were fortunate that Boffman actually saw him out of the corner of his eye at the last second, because that had all the makings of potential fumble. They were a loss of 13. 2nd and 9:15 to go on the first quarter clock. Tigers' first look on offense. They'll have a slot back actually either side of the formation. Boffman takes the snap. He'll turn. He'll put it in the belly of his running back. Looking for room there is going to be Kaiser Thomas. He'll cut upfield, and he'll go down at about the 21-yard line. So he does pick up about 7, but it brings up 3rd down and long.
Yeah, when you're that far back in territory, really what you want to do is you want to get it up the field a little bit to try to give yourself more of a way to have a safe punt. And hopefully break one, but at the same time, like you said, Thomas right there was able to gain just a little bit of it back.
Just a 7-yard pickup for him, so now 3rd down and 16. How deep into the bag of tricks do they go on their first offensive set? They'll go pistol here, 2 running backs in the backfield with Boffman. It is Thomas and Gage Moore. They'll turn, they'll give it off. Actually, that's a sweep for Micah McVeigh. He'll go from left to right. McVeigh has a little bit of room. Now he is submarined under, though, as he'll go down at the 25-yard line. Just a 4-yard pickup. Now it's punt time for the Tigers.
Yeah, it looked like Aiden Sprague and Julius Gore got over there to make the tackle. Sprague kind of chased him down from behind right there, and like I said, the defense did what they had to do right there and forced the punt.
So Moore will go back to punt for Strasburg. 2 men will go back deep in both Roy Simmons and Luke Thomas for Malvern. So the chess match on the first possessions on offense for both these sides. Give the win to the defense. Moore gets it away, a spiraling punt that will go back and bounce and take a Malvern roll and go almost back up to midfield. It will be down at the 47-yard line, so great starting field position for the Hornets. Back out on offense, we'll see how Malvern adjusts with some of those miscues on their first possession, as Jackson Jones will get the play call in from the sideline.
Yeah, the Hornets going to have a little bit better field position to work with now thanks to their defense forcing that punt. So see if they can get a series in without back-to-back false starts.
Hornets do break the huddle. Pistol set again. Jones has Gore behind him. They'll go 3 by 1 as 3 on the right, 1 on the left, spread out. Jones ready. Takes the snap, turns, gives it off. Gore looks for a lane on the left side. He'll go right into the defense, and a linebacker wraps him up and swallows him and drops him. Caden Dugan, one of their leading tacklers in the middle of the defense. That's going to be a fun matchup all night, Dugan versus Gore.
Yeah, Dugan, who was a very good baseball player, if I remember, just did a nice job right there getting into the center of the field, but like I said, still almost a gain of 5 right there.
It's a 4-yard pickup, brings up 2nd down and 6. Same formation, 3 on the right, 1 on the left in the pistol set. Jones has Gore behind him. Strasburg showing blitz. They'll bring Moore straight up the middle. Gore looks for the cutback again, and there is Gage Moore as he over-pursued and then recovered and came back up and made the tackle about a half-yard down the field.
Yeah, Moore got in there so fast he over-pursued the play, but it was such a slow-developing play. He was able to come back up, and luckily Gore was able to hold on to the ball because when he came in there, he kind of gave a little tomahawk chop from behind.
It's the overhand right trying to poke that ball out. 3rd down and 5 upcoming. Ball does cross, is into plus territory now for Malvern. Hornets now have gone with 5 rushes, just 1 pass so far in their first plays. 3 wide receivers spread right. Jones in the pistol. Hard count, and somebody flinched. A receiver for Malvern started early on that hard count, and that will now make it 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, you've seen that without your binoculars or your glasses, so it was definitely a false start.
What are you trying to say, Shannon? Today's presentation of high school football brought to you in part, as it is all season long, by the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. Zach Mo Tyson Company will have you covered with all of your insurance needs. Home, auto, business. Give Zach's folks a call. 3rd down and 10 now. They'll go with the same formation, Jones in the pistol. Gore behind him. 3rd down and 10 would be difficult to do a handoff here unless you can catch Strasburg napping. Jones with a straight drop. Steps up, delivers it to 1st down marker and making the grab and scooting out of bounds there. Looks like it was Josh Unsch, the senior wide receiver. A great route for him, a pickup of 12 and a First Federal Community Bank 1st down.
Yeah, he did a nice job on his route right there. He kind of come off the line hard, ran out there, planted his foot, made a nice little cut, and it was a well-delivered pass right there. Nothing fancy, just a little pitch and catch.
First reception there for Unsch and the first completion for Malvern, and it moves the sticks. Motion man for Malvern from left to right. Jones in the pistol again. Gore behind him. They'll give it to Gore. Straight up the middle. Lowers his head. Moore's got him, and he's got a lineman around his ankles. He's still trying to fight and drive for Moore, but he'll be stopped after a 3-yard pickup.
Yeah, not sure who the lineman was down there on the bottom, but
holding on for dear life.
He wasn't letting go of that leg. I'm not sure if it was a lineman or if it was Kaiser Thomas who come up there and met him at the line and grabbed a hold of that leg. But you know, he held on to that thing like Chris is on that chicken bone back at the radio station.
Hey, I heard it was a sub, not a chicken bone, apparently. Jones in the pistol. Gore behind him. 3 wide receivers right, 1 left. Jones turns, play fake, throws it out to the hands of Thomas. Thomas on the wide receiver screen. He'll look for room. He's got the edge. He's got a lot more as he shoved out of bounds up to the 30-yard line. That was a pickup and 9 and another First Federal Community Bank 1st down. Pitch and catch. Thomas atones for that earlier drop on the swing pass.
Yeah, he got around the corner pretty quick right there. And luckily for Strasburg, they had a defender that was close enough to put some hands on his back and shove him out of bounds.
So Luke Thomas goes 9 yards down the field with the reception, moving the sticks. Right now, I'm imagining this is what Malvern wants to do, just some methodical pitch and catch. Nothing too crazy, not trying to force the ball down the field. It helps out when Gore's getting about 3 or 4 chunk yards per rush. They'll fake it to him. Tries to throw the slant and threw it kind of low there in a diving attempt, incomplete, as it bounces in there to the receiver in Sprague. Jones kind of short-armed it.
Yeah, kind of a missed opportunity right there. The linebackers for the Tigers fell for the play action to Gore right there, and he had his guy wide open crossing the middle. He just threw it too low, and he couldn't make a catch.
2nd down and 10. Clock stops with 5:20 to go here in the first quarter. Live from the Hartzler's Quality Housing mobile studio. Appreciate you all tuning in, whether that's at 99.9 or on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. Malvern comes out, flips the formation. 3 wide receivers spread left, 1 right. Pistol again with Jones having Gore behind him. Snaps back, and that was going to be a play fake. Nope, take it back. They give it up to Gore, and he's got nowhere to go. Straight up the middle, dropped at the 30, but a flag does come in. Either going to be in the area of a hold or a face mask.
Yeah, it's going to be hold. Looked like it was on number 71 as he tackled the lineman here in the backfield.
So that would be Bryson Kassler, the junior offensive lineman, who's the guilty party. Penalty is accepted to move him 10 yards back. Kind of wondered, Shannon, with no gain there, if they were going to think about declining it, make it 3rd and long.
Well, the thought process behind it is right now they were close enough to be in 4-down territory. So if you add the penalty and you can get a stop, then you got to make them decide: are we going to punt it, or are we going to go for it?
I'm going to go with whatever Coach Mo says he's going to do, because he's been doing this for a little bit longer than I have.
And his record's 5-0.
That's a very good point. 2nd down and 20. Pistol again. Jones back to pass on the straight drop. Delivers down the middle of the field. That one's going to be just into the hands of the receiver, who somehow ran it down. A 40-yard hookup right up the seam, and hauling it in was Roy Simmons. Shannon, it looked like that ball was overthrown by a couple different miles. Instead, Simmons with a dead sprint goes straight to the goal line and makes the grab.
Yeah, Simmons, he turned the afterburners on right there. Like you said, I thought that ball was well overthrown, and he come out of nowhere and was able to make that catch.
A 40-yard touchdown strike has Malvern on the board. Looks like the Hornets are going to go for 2. What a start for Malvern there as they get the early lead. Jones in a pistol again. They'll go trips bunch to the left. Pitch play. Gore looks for room on the right side. Cuts back in and walks across the goal line. It's 8-0 Malvern. We'll be back right after this Cush Financial Group timeout.
Is there anything better than high school sports? Hi, this is Dan Hosteller of Ferris Chevrolet Buick Toyota. High school sports brings out the best of our high schools and our communities, and the people at Ferris have always been behind the importance of athletics and academics. Just like we believe in the great cars and trucks that we sell and service every day. Like high school sports, we are a great tradition in the area. Ferris on the Wabash, New Philadelphia.
Is your vehicle banged up? Do you want fast professional service to get back on the road? MPAC Collision offers 2 locations, Newcomerstown and Strasburg, to help you out. Whether you need auto glass repair, paintless dent repair, assistance with warranty and insurance, or just need a free estimate, MPAC Collision has you covered. So the next time you need a repair, visit MPAC Collision online at mpactcollision.com and start your free estimate and learn all about what MPAC Collision can do for you.
Back to the field with Big Z Sports.
Welcome back to Ron Hurst Field in the Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studio. 5 minutes to go in the first quarter, and what a job by the Malvern Hornets, though. Jackson Jones goes right up the seam to Roy Simmons from 40 yards out to get the scoring underway. Shannon, you and I are still trying to figure out what we just saw, because it looked like it was just not really thrown away, but way over the head of Simmons, and it just a dead sprint to the goal line. Got underneath it and caught it over top of 2 different defenders for the score.
Yeah, not sure if Simmons runs track, but if the track coach at Malvern sees that video, he will be running track.
So a Cartoons, a New Philadelphia kickoff upcoming. Technically 3 men back deep for Strasburg. The man straight in the middle, though, who's back a little bit further, is going to be Ryan Becker. He'll come up to field it at his own 10-yard line. Becker now looks for room straight up the middle, tries a cutback lane to the left, was going to go wide, tries another stiff arm. Now he breaks free a little bit. He's up to the 30 and the 35-yard line. And how about Becker, who was swallowed up by 3 defenders and still leaned forward for 10 more yards?
Yeah, he made a nice move there to get free. We'll do a quick Impact Collision scoreboard update as Dover leads Steubenville 7-0. New Philly 14, Lindsley 0. Indian Valley 7, Sandy Valley 0. Ridgewood 14, Tusky Valley 0. Newcomerstown 8, East Canton 0. Buckeye Trail 8, TCC 0.
Tigers are going to go with the pistol set here as they've got Boffman with Kaiser Thomas behind him. Gage Moore in motion from left to right. Boffman has it, puts it in the belly of Thomas, and he's got nowhere to go. Right up to the line of scrimmage, and he was swallowed up nearly immediately. One of the first linemen who was through to grab a hold of him was big number 62 for Malvern. Looks like it was Brennan Mitchell, the sophomore.
Yeah, Mitchell got a hold of him, and then looked like number 53, which is not on my roster, come in and finished him off.
53, I don't have a 53 either, Shannon, so don't feel bad. That's interesting. Oh, wait, that would be Owen Ball, who has listed as number 7 and number 53 on the roster.
Good catch.
Boffman in the pistol, gives it off, looks for room on the left side as Thomas. He's got a bit of an edge. He'll slide and dive forward up to the 43-yard line, make it the 42-yard line. That was a pickup of 7, makes it 3rd and manageable.
Thomas kind of cost himself a couple extra yards right there. He's seen the Malvern player, and he kind of went low to try to make contact with him, and the Malvern player kind of took himself out of the play and but he still tripped him up a little bit.
Senior defensive back Rocco Miranucci was the one who was in there to trip him up. Makes it 3rd down and 3. They'll go heavy on the right side, tied up against the line. Pistol again, 2 wide receivers spread left. Boffman will motion a man and more into the backfield, along with Thomas. Pitch play. Thomas is going to look for room, gets behind his lead blockers, puts his shoulder down into the linebacker and falls forward over top of Owen Ball there, and it's a pickup of 4 and a First Federal Community Bank first down. Nothing fancy there, just a pitch play. Get your blockers out in front of you and follow them.
Yeah, the blockers got out front, but a couple blockers went a little bit further and missed a couple guys right there. If they had to clean those 2 guys up, it's hard to tell how far that play could have went.
3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 8-0 Hornets lead. Becker will line up, ISO'd out on the near side closest to us. 2 running backs in the backfield with Boffman. They'll give it to McVeigh off the right side. He'll look for room, gets behind his blocker, dragging a man on his waist all the way up to the 49-yard line.
Yeah, nice job by McVeigh right there. They got him around the waist, and he hunkered down and just kept his legs moving. It looked like he was dragging the weight sled right there.
McVeigh, not the biggest of runners, listed at 5'6", 175 pounds, but he earned those 5 yards. 2nd down and 5 upcoming. Ball does move into plus territory. Becker ISO'd way away from the play over here on the Strasburg sideline as it's nearly on the right hash marks. It looks like it is actually. Pistol set now. Boffman motions a man in the backfield. Boffman goes back to pass, looks to the left, nothing doing. He'll step up, calls out his blockers, trying to find room, pushes forward. Looks like he might have got about 3 yards before he went out of bounds. So Boffman uses the legs to make it a little bit closer on this upcoming 3rd down play.
Yeah, he did a nice job right there. We talked earlier about how he's got to have good game management. He made the wide decision to pull down. I think he wanted to get Becker on that long slant coming across the field, but as soon as he looked this way, he's seen the safety coming this way to give the corner help. Smart play right there to not look for Becker. It could have been 6 points the other way.
First time we've seen Boffman carry the ball. Brings up 3rd down and short. It was a pickup of 2 rather, so 3rd down and 3 upcoming. Motion man. It's McVeigh. He'll get it on the sweep from left to right. McVeigh's got the lane and he'll fall forward. A pickup of 4, and it's a First Federal Community Bank first down.
You know, if you're the Hornets right now, you got to pay attention to McVeigh. When he goes in motion, it seems like they're going to give it to him in that sweep. He gets that head of steam running, but the problem is you got to watch it because one of these times they're going to keep it and they'll get you on the fake. But right now, he's been getting it every time he goes in motion.
McVeigh so far on those carries, too, has cut back inside. You do not want to lose containment out on the edge either because we've seen the wheels from number 3. He can fly.
Yeah, he does a nice job making one cut and go.
Pistol again. They'll go Gage Moore off the left side. McVeigh on the right. Boffman motions Moore. Turns, gives it off. A little misdirection there. It's Gage Moore off the right side. He sidesteps over one defender. Now he's pushing forward, still driving, and that's a big chunk pickup as he'll go all the way down to the 27-yard line. A pickup that time around a 16. Moore does not look like he's sprinting, Shannon, but it's just so smooth.
And what sets that up right there is the quarterback and Boffman. He made a nice job. As he gave it to Moore, he faked to the other running back. That froze the linebackers for a split second, and that let Moore get to the line of scrimmage and determine where he wanted to go, and he just went forward.
First down and 10, knocking on the door of the Jeff Wallach LLC red zone. 1:15 to go in the first quarter. Strasburg trails 8-0. Boffman motions a man from right to left in McVeigh. Takes the snap back to pass, looks left. It's a screen pass, and it's in and out of the hands of Becker. There was pressure right in the face there of Boffman going back to pass. I think that was Luke Thomas who altered that throw.
Yeah, Luke Thomas come in there. Like I said, Boffman had to make a quick decision. Becker was coming back so fast, he tried to get it out in front of him, but the problem was Becker couldn't get slowed up because it was too far in front of him. So nice job by Luke Thomas again of the Malvern Hornets.
Becker shakes his head. It was off of his hands, but it didn't look like he was ever really in line to get that reception. 2nd down and 10 upcoming. Pistol again. They'll do 2 slot backs either side of the formation. Becker ISO'd left. McVeigh motions from left to right. Boffman takes it, hands it off. Thomas cut back in. Now he's got a lot of room and just gets grabbed from behind. It looked like he had 6 on his mind, but the defender wraps him up on the waist and he will go down. A pickup, it looked that time, of about 9.
Yeah, he did a little stutter step at the line of scrimmage. From up here, it looked like they might have had him, sealed off right there, but he made the right cut. And like I said, he had that burst of speed, and looks like it's going to be about 9.5 yards.
3rd down and short upcoming. With the game clock and play clock, Strasburg will have to take a snap here before we get to the end of the first quarter. A very fast-moving first quarter. Two running backs in the backfield with Boffman in the pistol. He'll give it off to one of them who moves from right to left, looking for room. It's McVeigh, a stiff arm in the middle, tries to spin out of another tackle and is leveled by the corner. That'll be a First Federal Community Bank first down, and boy, did McVeigh take a shot from the left side, but held onto the ball.
He made an outstanding move right there to get that first down. Looked like they was going to have him wrapped up. He made a move, made a spin, got up to the line of scrimmage. They held him up, and then he took a shot, and that's going to end the first quarter.
That will end the first quarter from Ron Hurst Field. It is Malvern on top, 8-0. Stay tuned. Big Z Sports is back for more right after this.
If you're planning a major concrete project, you need the help of Stocker Concrete Company. From precast concrete products to ready-mix concrete, sand, gravel, limestone, and concrete block, the professionals at Stocker Concrete can help you get started and keep you on the path to completion using the best materials you can find. Stocker Concrete is the concrete material provider you can count on. See them at 7574 Route 36, Janaden-Hutton, or call 740-254-4626.
We invite you to discover Keim Home Center in Charm, Ohio. Keim is your destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. From renovation and building projects to custom millwork needs, our team of experts work with both homeowners and professionals to bring your vision to life. Visit Keim Home Center in Charm or online at keimhome.com. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
To the Hartzler's Quality Housing mobile studio. Big Z Sports here bringing you this IVC clash as the Strasburg Tigers are driving. Malvern's got the 8-0 lead. An incredibly fast-paced first quarter there, Shannon.
Yeah, compared to some of the games we've had this year, I mean, we could have left the air conditioner running in the car. We might be out of here pretty quick.
I don't know. I don't think the bosses would like the extra gas bill, though, unfortunately. Strasburg with the ball out of that Cush Financial Group timeout. They are in the Jeff Wallach LLC red zone. Ball sits at the 14, 1st and 10. It will be Boffman in the pistol set. He'll have a running back behind him in Thomas. He'll turn and hand it off. It's a sweep from Moore going from left to right, and he was going to be swallowed up almost immediately. Moore refusing to go down and somehow gets back to the line of scrimmage as Gage Moore had a defensive lineman on his back and somehow fought back to make it no gain.
Yeah, like I said, he did a nice job right there. They had him by the jersey, and that kind of turned him a little bit. And he's like, I'm not going down today, boys. You're going to have to work a little harder than that. So the rest of the Hornets showed up.
Moore's second carry. No pickup officially on that carry. Tigers break the huddle again. Go with a tight end on the right side and two slot backs, one wide receiver to the right. Thomas lines up behind Boffman, motion man from left to right. Boffman turns, hands it off. It's Thomas. He looks for room, runs into the back of his own blocker, and he pushes forward. Maybe got a gain of 1 or 2, but nowhere to go as the Hornets' defensive line collapses. Looks like one of the men who was in there thought it was Julius Gore, and it was.
Yeah, the Hornets' defensive line is what started that whole play. They closed up every hole right there, and he ran into the back of his own blocker. Like you said, I think the only reason he got a yard is because a Hornets player hit him from behind and shoved him forward.
So now 3rd down and 9 upcoming. Ball sits at the 13-yard line. Hornets looking to stall out this drive of the Tigers. Becker will line up wide left. Pistol set again for Boffman. Thomas lines up right behind him. Tight end on the right side of the line, two slot backs either side. Actually on the left side now out in the slot. Motion man from left to right. Boffman goes back to pass, looks for Becker on the slant. He's wide open. He's met at the goal line, and Ryan Becker fights through and a 13-yard touchdown reception.
Yeah, great concentration right there. As he's seen the defensive guy coming, he made the catch, took a shot right at the goal line. They're able to keep his feet and then go into the end zone.
You see that on the instant replay there. Brought to you by Ron's Heating and Cooling on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. Becker just settled in there, got the open space, and a great job. Extra point upcoming. Roque Jimenez Munoz will be on for the Tigers for this extra point attempt. Low snap, it's corralled up, kickers into it, and it is perfect. 8-7, Malvern still leads, but Tigers chipping into it. Big Z Sports is back right after this.
TMK Valley Propane is embracing remote tank monitors. Are you tired of going outside to check your propane tank or forget to order your propane on time? TMK Valley Propane now provides reliable remote tank monitoring technology. Let TMK Valley Propane take the worry away, provide timely delivery, and never run out of propane again. Thank you for your trust in TMK Valley Propane.
All the way with TMK, service with a personal touch.
The certified public accountants at Niedenthal & Company believe in the value of relationships. Niedenthal & Company has been in business for over 50 years in your community, helping individuals and businesses grow. Niedenthal & Company can help manage and prepare your payroll, plan your estate, and prepare your business and personal income taxes. Stop in to the Niedenthal facility on North Worcester Avenue in Dover and become a valued client today.
Welcome back to the Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studio. Today's presentation of high school football brought to you in part by the Kime Company. 8-7 on the quick slant there from Brody Boffman to Ryan Becker as the Tigers go right down the field, Shannon, and score and answer Malvern exactly what you needed. It is a Cartoons of New Philadelphia kickoff on the right side. Looks like it's in the hands of Roy Simmons. Cut back lane, goes up the middle. Now he's going to reverse field. He's got a lot of room. Simmons look to the left side. Cut back up the middle. He's around midfield at the 50, and he's met there at the 45-yard line of Strasburg. What a return for Simmons. That will set up Malvern in plus territory.
Yeah, he did a nice job right there because a lot of guys got downfield. Looked like they closed the lanes, but they never squared up with him, and he was able to reverse field. A couple guys over pursued. Next thing you know, he's in Tiger territory.
Took a hard lick straight over the middle, too. Not sure who the man who was back for the Tigers, who you could say was a touchdown-saving tackle potentially. Hornets come out on offense. They'll go 2-by-2 within a pistol. Jones has Gore behind him. We know both these teams in terms of the offensive sets they're going to go in. They're mostly running out of the same formations. Gore up the middle, hesitation, stutter step, cut back in, and that's a minimal gain. Maybe a pickup, though, of 3 overall. Good job by Gore on the patience, though, to not run straight into the lineman who was coming in the hole.
Yeah, you know another thing you need to have patience with?
What's that?
Your car. You got to take care of your car. So always check out the folks out at Ron Rug Automotive. If you got any questions with your car, don't hesitate to give them a call. They'll lead you in the right direction and get you taken care of.
This is why Shannon Thomas is the best in the business, because I don't even have to worry about any of those mentions. I know he's going to find a way to slot him in there. Jones in the pistol, 2-by-2 again. Turns, fakes it, swing pass into the hands there of Simmons. Kind of lost his footing, looking for room, gets past the line of scrimmage, breaks one tackle, and another defender on his back. That looked like it was Kaiser Thomas, who finally dropped him at the 40-yard line. A pickup of 2 there. Simmons kind of turned something out of nothing.
I'll tell you what, watching this game early on tonight, there's a lot of kids out here. Got some good dance moves. They're out here doing little spins, little jitterbug. We got some kids that might be on Dancing with the Stars one of these days.
Could be that, or, homecoming's right around the corner. Actually, I think it's this weekend for a lot of schools.
Got out there cutting the rug.
They actually do mark the ball at the 39-yard line, so it makes it 3rd down and 4. 2-by-2 again. Jones has 2 receivers in the slot, close to the line. Motion man from left to right. It's Thomas. They'll put it in his hands on the jet sweep. He looks for room. Cut back. He's got the first. Met by the safety. Bounces off the Becker. Still fighting. Falls forward. And he'll go up to the 29-yard line. A 10-yard pickup and another First Federal Community Bank first down.
Yeah, I'm not sure who the lineman was pulling right there. I didn't see his number. He come around there and he pulled. He made a nice block right there for Thomas. Thomas, it looked like he was just headed down the driveway, and he was just gone over there and got a nice first down.
Actually, looks like they're going to give him credit for an 11-yard carry that time. Great job by Thomas. Great patient running so far for both these sides. They'll overload the left side now with 3 spread out to the left in the pistol. Jones has Gore behind him. Takes the snap, gives it off. Gore up the middle, right into the linebackers there, still up on his feet, and will go down at the 24-yard line. Pickup of 4. And we have whistles here. Not sure. A player lost his helmet, will come off. Looks like it's Kaiser Thomas who has to come out for a play. Not the player, if you're Strasburg, that you want to have to see come off the field defensively. He's been all over the place so far tonight.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who don't like that role because they don't know why the helmet comes off. They think the kid ought to be allowed to put it on. But it's a nice thing to send him off the field because you don't know why it come off. And if something happened with his chin strap or something broke, it needs to be fixed before that young man goes back in the game.
Pistol again. Jones has it, gives it off. Gore looks for room on the right side, was nearly swallowed up initially, still fighting up on his feet. He's got 2 defenders still churning the legs, and he's up to about the 20-yard line. Pickup of 4 there makes it 3rd and short.
Yeah, nice play right there by Gore, like you said. Somebody for the Tigers comes shooting through there, and he had to take evasive action right there, and he was able to make a nice move and gain some yards.
Checking into the game for Strasburg, Brock Johnson, the junior, will come in to try to plug up the middle. 3rd down and 2 upcoming. They're in the Jeff Wallach LLC red zone. Ball sits at the 20-yard line. 2 yards to go for the first, 7:20 to go before halftime. Malvern with the 1-point lead and driving again. In the pistol, Jones has Gore behind him. He'll go back to pass. Straight drop, looks to the right, delivers towards the sideline, and nice pitch and catch. Receiver loses his footing, but it's still going to be plenty for a First Federal Community Bank first down up to the 12-yard line. He got into the hands that time of Simmons.
Yeah, quick impact collision scoreboard update. Steubenville has taken the lead over Dover 14-7 in the second quarter. Garraway leads Claymont in the second quarter 6-0. New Philadelphia 21-0 over Lindsley in the first quarter. Indian Valley 35-0 over Sandy Valley in the first quarter. Ridgewood 14-0 over Tusky Valley in the second quarter.
Play fake, swing pass to the left. Thomas has it. He's got blockers in front of him. Stiff arm at the 5. He leans up and he'll go down at the 1-yard line. An 11-yard pickup and nearly crossing the plane, but just got tripped up at the last second.
Couple more impact collision scoreboard updates. Newcomerstown leads East Canton 16-0 in the second quarter. Conotton Valley leads Bridgeport 7-6 in the first quarter. Buckeye Trail leads TCC 8-0 in the second quarter. Fairless 7-0 over Triway in the second quarter. Harrison Central 7, Weir 0 in the first quarter.
Going to go heavy now with 2 running backs in the backfield alongside Jones in the shotgun. Ball sits at the 1-yard line. Jones takes the snap, gives it off. Gore is swallowed immediately, still tries to fight free from it, but he'll go backwards 4 yards. 2 different linemen. Kaiser Thomas was back there. Also looks like Gage Moore was in there to make the 4-yard loss on the tackle.
Yeah, Kaiser Thomas come in on a blitz right there and kind of got him wrapped around the waist and slowed him down. Everybody got in there to help him, and that is a huge, huge stop right there.
That'll bring up 2nd down now. 2nd down and goal to go on the 5-yard line. Malvern breaks the huddle again. Jones in the shotgun, has 2 running backs flanked either side. 2 wide receivers right as well. Fakes it to Gore. Swing pass, right side. Receiver looks for room, tries to cut back in, runs into the hands of Johnson, the lineman, who will plant him right down at the 4-yard line, just a pickup of 1.
Yeah, nice job right there by the lineman Johnson. He seen the play kind of developing, and he just kind of squared up right there and just waited to see which way he's going to go, and he gave him a bear hug.
A bear hug and just drops him straight down. Didn't have to do anything fancy. 5 minutes to go before halftime. Malvern looking to punch it in. 4 yards out now, 3rd down. Gore lines up on the right side of Jones. Another running back to the left. Back to pass. He'll swing out to the right side. A lot of pressure. Delivers. And that one's going to be picked off at the goal line. Right to the hands of the defender down the left sideline. He's at the 40, now at the 50, but they're going to say he stepped out about at the 30-yard line. And what a job there, and an incredible defensive play back deep for Strasburg. As stepping in front of it, it was Micah McVeigh.
Yeah, McVeigh did an outstanding job right there. A little bit of pressure in the backfield. Had the quarterback rolling to his right, and he had to throw it. And like you said, McVeigh was right there at the goal line, picked it off, and he hurdled a player out there. And when he comes down, he must have stepped right on the sideline. But if not, it was gone to the house. It would have been a 99-yard return. But instead, it'll be Tigers' ball.
McVeigh streaked in front of the receiver. Jones was flushed out to his right off that pressure that came in quickly and had to get rid of it. But a costly mistake for Malvern. Gives the ball to Strasburg with 4:43 to go before the half. More motions from right to left. Boffman in the pistol. Looks for the throwback screen. Gets into the hands of his receiver, and he's got numbers in front of him. Walks down the field. He's up to the 30. Now the 35. Lowers his shoulder down to the 39-yard line. And hauling that one in was Tanner Tucker, the junior.
Yeah, Tucker did a nice job right there. His blockers kind of got out in front and directing traffic right there, but 2 Malvern defenders was able to split one blocker. Now we got a penalty on number 62 for Malvern.
Did not see what happened, Shannon. I was looking down, putting in some stats there, but the flag did come in, and that will move Strasburg farther down the field.
I think it was more the language he was using right in front of the official right there.
So Tanner Tucker hauls in a 14-yard reception. That will move the sticks and now tack on 15 more. That was enough, of course, for a First Federal Community Bank first down. You saw that throwback screen kind of developing there. Boffman had to really put arc under it because a Malvern lineman was right in front of him.
Yeah, and he did a nice job. You know, he rolled back. The linemen, they all did a nice job selling it And Malvern just didn't read their keys right there. If the linebackers and those guys read their keys, they see that screenplay developing. But I think they were all just so amped up, they thought they had a free shot at the quarterback, and he did a nice job selling it.
So the ball will be at the 46-yard line now of Malvern. They will go with the pistol. 2 running backs set behind Boffman. He'll clap, get the snap, gives it off. Right side, it's McVeigh. Looks for a cutback lane, and he had a lot of room, but he was tripped up as he puts his hands on his helmet. He knew that he had a wide open lane, but it was Grady Barkley, the junior defensive back, who saved that one on that tackle.
Yeah, Barkley did a nice job of untying the shoestrings right there because he got him by the shoestrings, and that's what brought him down.
4-yard pickup from McVeigh. A lot of sweeps, a lot of misdirection, belly, all the things that you expect from a Coach Jim Morris-led team. They'll go with it again. McVeigh looks for room on the right. He's got a blocker in front of him, and he is wrapped up from behind and goes down hard. Flag all the way back from the back judge there.
Yeah,
would likely be in the area of a hold.
Yeah, he threw it from a long way back to get it to the line of scrimmage. So usually when they're throwing it towards the line of scrimmage, it's a hold.
Coach Morris is out there on the sideline asking for an official to come over and let him know what's going on. And sure enough, it is going to be a hold, so that will march Strasburg backwards. It was a nice pickup, would have set up 3rd down and short, but now 2nd and long. Malvern checks in a new lineman. Looks like that's going to be number 70 in Stephen Harmon.
Well, luckily for the Tigers, it's going to be 2nd and about 11 because it turned out to be a spot foul. Well, actually, it's going to be about 2nd and 13, so it really helped them out that it was a spot foul, and it was such a big play because it really just takes them, back a few yards.
Pistol again. Morris lines up as a slot back on the right. They're going to go with it again. McVeigh looks for room on the right and is upended up over top of the defender. Aiden Sprague went low and flipped him out of his shoes there. Maybe a 3-yard pickup.
Yeah, Sprague read his keys right there. Everybody else kind of was going one way. Sprague didn't fall for anything. He come up and he waited for him to come, and McVeigh he seen him at the last second, didn't have a chance to make a move.
McVeigh kind of stretching things out after that contact. 3rd down and 10 upcoming.
Big 3rd down play right now with only 3 minutes and 9 seconds left in the half.
Becker will line up wide to the left. Boffman, he'll be back in the pistol, go with 2 slot backs either side of the formation. Actually, Moore now goes farther away from the formation, more like a true slot. Motion man from left to right in McVeigh. Boffman's got it. Goes straight back to pass. Looks to the left. Now will go right to the hands of Moore, who is submarined under, and a fantastic tackle out on the edge. As dropping in there was Brody Powers, the senior linebacker, giving up a lot of size to Moore. So what's he do? Go low. Big man can't run without his legs under him.
Yeah, and they do a nice job. They put Becker over there by himself, but the Hornets have been given help now from the safety to try to shut down that slant. And when you put everybody else over on this side of the field, you're not really giving Becker any help to pull the safety away from him.
So now it will be punt time for Strasburg. Moore will go back. His heels will be at his own 38-yard line. 2 returners go back for Malvern. 2:13 to go before the halftime break. Somebody jumped on the left side for Malvern, so they're going to be moving Strasburg up back just past the original line of scrimmage, but still 4th down and a mile to go.
Yeah, you'll take 5 yards right there. That'll help put the punt team back a little bit further. If you're Coach Mo right here, do you hurry up and send the offense back out? Make them think you're going to go for it. Go with a real quick hard count, and then if you have to, call a timeout. Maybe try to get them to jump again.
You never know.
Because then all of a sudden, then you're down to 4th down and 4.
Moore now will line up at his own 43-yard line. Puts his right foot into it. That's kind of a knuckleball. It'll go back, and a fair catch at their own 12-yard line of Malvern, hauled in by Simmons. So the Hornets, with 2 minutes to go, are going to almost have to drive the length of the field. We've seen them have some quick strikes on offense, though, today, including that touchdown pass that we saw from Jackson Jones into the hands of Roy Simmons. We'll see if they try to dial it up again.
Well, with a minute and 58 here to go in the half, Strasburg gets the ball in the second half. So if you're Malvern, you kind of want to make something happen right here.
Hornets ball deep into their own territory. They'll come out here with 2 timeouts left. Remember, they had to take that first one early in that first quarter. Jackson Jones gets the play call in. They're going to go 3 wide receivers right, 1 left. Pistol again with Gore behind him. Jones gets set, 10 seconds left on the play clock. With the snap, Jones fakes it, straight drop, goes back to pass, everybody pushing it down the field. He heaves it, he's got a receiver wide open, but he overthrew it by a couple yards as the Strasburg defenders got crossed up. Luke Thomas was open by about 10 yards, but that one was just out of reach.
Yeah, and the Strasburg defenders kind of all looked at each other and strutted their shoulders. Well, I don't think Coach Mo's going to be happy with their shoulder strut because That was just a bad throw right there. That's 6 points because he clearly had Thomas wide open, just put a little bit too much on it.
It was basically from the right side, almost all goes on the right as Malvern was streaking down the field. That play only took about 6 seconds off the clock now. Pistol again, same formation. 3 spread right, 1 left. Jones ready, takes it, gives it off. Gore up the middle, cut back, and he is submarined under by 2 different linebackers. Dugan was one of them who was in there, and it looks like we got a timeout. It'll be brought to you by the Cush Financial Group. Big Z Sports returns after this.
The certified public accountants at Niedenthal & Company believe in the value of relationships. Niedenthal & Company has been in business for over 50 years in your community, helping individuals and businesses grow. Niedenthal & Company can help manage and prepare your payroll, plan your estate, and prepare your business and personal income taxes. Stop into the Niedenthal facility on North Worcester Avenue in Dover and become a valued client today.
Top Notch Auto on East Plum Alley in Janaden. Your one-stop shop for all your vehicle needs, offering experienced staff that can handle just what you need to keep your vehicle running at its best. Top Notch Auto specializes in diagnostics with state-of-the-art diagnostics equipment. Whether your vehicle needs regular maintenance or major repairs, Top Notch Auto can handle all your vehicle needs. They also offer a large selection of tire brands, including Goodyear, Kelly, and Cooper, just to name a few. Find Top Notch Auto LLC on Facebook.
Welcome back to the Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studio. 3rd down and 7 upcoming. It was Strasburg who took that timeout. Jones fakes it off to Gore. He'll go to the right side, rolling out. He's got a lot of running room in front of him. He wants to take it. Now he'll go, and he is submarined. Out of nowhere, the linebacker comes up and finishes off that play. Heck of a tackle for Kaiser Thomas, and it'll be another timeout, just a 1-yard carry. Strasburg's going to get the ball back, Shannon.
Yeah, Strasburg did a nice job. So good thing Coach Mo didn't listen to me last time and tried to get him to jump off sides and burn one of his timeouts. And that's why he's 5-0. But since there's a timeout, I'll do a quick impact collision scoreboard update. As Steubenville leads Dover 21-14 in the second. Garraway leads Claymont 6-0 in the second. New Philadelphia all over Lindsley 28-0 in the second. Indian Valley 42, Sandy Valley 0 in the second. Ridgewood 21, Tusky Valley 0 in the second quarter. In the second quarter, Newcomerstown leads East Canton 16-0. Conotton Valley leads Bridgeport 12-7 in the first quarter. Marlington 7, Carrollton 0 second quarter. Buckeye Trail 16, TCC 0 second quarter. Triway 10, Fairless 7, and Harrison Central 7, Weir 0.
Thank you for that, Shannon. Coming up, we're going to have your First National Bank of Denison halftime report. Minute 39 to go here before halftime. 8-7, Malvern leads Strasburg. What a game this has been so far. Malvern going to have to punt it away from their own 16-yard line. So Jones will have his back at the shadow of his own goal line. He'll punt it away, low line drive. Becker comes up. He'll field it on that line drive at midfield. Cuts back, 45. Now he's got a little room, 40. Sidesteps 2 defenders. He's up to the 38-yard line. And fantastic starting field position for the Tigers with 1:28 to go.
I'll tell you what, that ball was on a line drive. It kind of froze him, and he had all the defenders right in front of him. I thought for sure he was going to be stopped right at the 50-yard line, and somehow he made a bunch of people miss, made the right moves. And like I said, he's up to the 38-yard line. So Coach Mo, with 1:29, has got a little bit of room to play with.
And 1 timeout to go. So we'll see how the Tigers approach this one on offense. They'll go pistol set again. 2 wide receivers left. 2 to the right as well. Running back behind Boffman will be Thomas. Boffman goes back to pass, straight drop, middle of the field, in between 2 defenders. Becker goes up and grabs it. He'll go up to the 30-yard line, an 8-yard pickup, but the clock will roll.
I think Becker was just as surprised as you are that the ball came to him because he's seen 2 defenders. I don't think that he was going to throw the ball there, and he threw it right between them, and he's like, oh, this is for me.
Second reception now for Becker. 1:05 to go on the clock. Boffman in the pistol, goes back to pass, looks left, pressure up the middle, delivers towards the sideline. Becker somehow goes up and grabs it. He came back for the ball, but did go forward to get out of bounds, so the clock will stop. Not sure if he's got enough to move the sticks, though, Shannon.
He's not going to get a first down, but you said the right thing. After he caught that ball, he was able to turn and take 1 step forward before he stepped out of bounds. That stepped the clock, because if you're going backwards when you run out of bounds, they won't stop the clock for you on that.
It's 3rd and we'll say 2 feet now. 1:01 to go on the clock. Ball sits at the 29-yard line of Malvern. Tigers trail by 1. Boffman in the pistol, gives it off. Thomas looks for room to the left. He's got a first down, and he's got more. Cutback lane. He's at the numbers, and he's up to the 10-yard line into the Jeff Wallach LLC red zone. What a run there for Kaiser Thomas, and we're going to have a timeout called by the Tigers. We'll take it with them. It's brought to you by the Cush Financial Group. Stay tuned for more right after this. Cush Financial Group has been proudly serving the community's financial needs for over 35 years. The team at Cush Financial follows an industry-leading service model with a unique approach and fiduciary responsibilities associated with their board-certified financial planner. With over 75 years of combined experience, the advisors at Cush Financial Group are here to help you achieve your financial goals. Contact their office at 330-308-8700 or visit their website at cushfinancial.com to see about scheduling your free consultation today. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Independence Capital Company Incorporated, member FINRA SIPC.
Jeff Wallach LLC is a family-owned and operated company proudly serving greater Northeast Ohio and surrounding communities for over 25 years. We specialize in vinyl siding, replacement windows and doors, gutters, downspouts, and much more. We provide quality service regardless of the size or scope of the project. Our crews are reliable, respectful, and mindful of a safe work environment. Jeff Wallach LLC is certified by the Better Business Bureau. Call today and discover how we can assist you in making your vision a reality.
Welcome back to the Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studio. Out of that Cush Financial Group timeout. Tigers ball sitting at the 10-yard line, 55 seconds to go. No timeouts left for Strasburg, but they are driving. Pistol set again. Motion man from left to right. Moore will go in the backfield. Now with Boffman. Low snap. Gives it off to Thomas. Slow developing play. Lineman is there and will swallow him up about the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that bad snap right there killed that play from the get-go. So now the Tigers, you got to get moving because the clock's running and you don't have any timeouts.
Quickly, now the Tigers to the line. 37 seconds to go before halftime. Boffman in the pistol. Goes back to pass. Looks to the right. Was thinking about the swing. Instead, he'll keep rolling. Looks for more. Now he'll drop it off to his running back who gets free and he drops the ball. Thomas there. They're going to call it incomplete as they thought it was a fumble, but Thomas never was able to fully secure it. Actually take it back. It was Micah McVeigh who dropped it when he was trying to turn upfield and look for the goal line.
Yeah, that turned into a lucky play right there for the Tigers. They called it an incomplete pass, but now you're sitting here at 3rd and 10 from the 10-yard line, or 3rd and goal from the 10-yard line.
The officials can't use it, but we've got replay capabilities that you see on the YouTube live stream. McVeigh did turn up the field, but I'm not sure if it is ever fully into his hands before it trickled away. I didn't really see either, Shannon, who was actually able to come up with it, but it's a moot point regardless after it was called incomplete.
Yeah, and that's one of the things about having dark uniforms and the ball's dark. So when everything's going on in there, it's a bang-bang play. The officials just went with their gut.
28 seconds to go. 3rd down and 11. Boffman goes back to pass in the pistol. He'll roll. He'll go. He'll get some room. Now he's at the 5. Cutback lane. Leans forward. He's at the 1. He's trying to get pushed, and he'll be held up there. 17 seconds to go, and that might have been enough for a... No, he couldn't get a first down. It was goal to go. Strasburg scrambling the line, but it's 4th down. 9 seconds to go. Trying to get lined up. And there was going to be a whole mess there because you had players running off the field, and they snapped the ball.
Yeah, they weren't ready to run the play right there, and people were trying to get off the field. They should have just left the kids on the field that was on there and had another play ready.
So now what will be interesting, 3.5 seconds to go here. Clock will start on the whistle, but I think they're talking about with how many players were on the field, what kind of is supposed to be the call that comes in this situation. I don't know how many players were on the field for the Tigers. They were trying to go with their heavy package. We'll see what the White Hat says after the conference here. What a run from Boffman, but just came up a little bit short.
Well, let me ask you this. I'm not sure on the rule for high school football, but if the penalty is on the offense, when does the clock start?
I believe it starts after the whistles, the official whistles, after the ball is set and everybody gets set up, I think. And it will be 4th down, and that does move. It was a legal substitution on the Tigers. That will move them back. They're marking the ball at the 15-yard line, and you see Strasburg quickly coming up to the line. Looks like we're going to have a field goal attempt here from Jimenez Munoz. This is going to be a decently long field goal here. The ball is at the 15-yard line, so a 32-yard kick. Waiting for the whistle for the clock to start. White Hat comes in, though. Make sure getting all the, make sure everybody, it's 11 players on either side. Now the clock starts. Low snap. Jimenez Munoz is into it. It's up, and it's going to fall just short. Is that a flag down, though, Shannon?
Yeah, there's a flag down right there. Is it going to be running into the kicker?
I'm not sure. It was a low snap. Holder tried to get it off. Jimenez Munoz couldn't quite get enough into it. Personal foul, and it is roughing the kicker, so that's going to be a first down, and we'll give one more play to Strasburg, Shannon.
Yeah, and that'll be an untimed play because the clock ran out. So with the clock at 0, Strasburg will get a free play.
So Jimenez Munoz is going to have another chance on this one and move him half the distance to the goal. So that should be about the 7.5-yard line now. Be more like a 25-ish yard field goal for him. He probably did have enough for a 25-yard field goal on that last kick. I did not see who was the one who made contact with him from the edge, though. Tigers trying to get set here, and like you said, an untimed down, except, of course, for the play clock. This could give the Tigers the lead, and they get the ball to start off the second half. Snap is back. It's good this time. Jimenez Munoz is through it, and he drills it, and the Tigers lead 10-8. What a series of events has Strasburg up on top at halftime.
Yeah, and that's one thing as a player. You got to know the situation right there, and you went in there and got into the kicker and gave him a free shot with no time on the clock. And like you said, we seen that young man kick an extra point, and we knew how strong his leg was.
10-8, Tigers leading the Hornets, and they will be receiving the second half kick. It is your First National Bank of Denison halftime report. We'll take a timeout, and we will send it right to the guys in the studio as they'll take you from there, or you can stay tuned on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel for our halftime segment. What a fun first half of football.
Yeah, and I'm excited for the second half.
And so am I, partner. Stick around. We've got more on the way with Big Z Sports.
Jeff Wallach, LLC, is a family-owned and operated company proudly serving greater Northeast Ohio and surrounding communities for over 25 years. We specialize in vinyl siding, replacement windows and doors, gutters, downspouts, and much more. We provide quality service regardless of the size or scope of the project. Our crews are reliable, respectful, and mindful of a safe work environment. Jeff Wallach, LLC is certified by the Better Business Bureau. Call today and discover how we can assist you in making your vision a reality.
Are you ready to make a difference in a young person's life? Big Brothers Big Sisters of East Central Ohio has 88 children waiting for a mentor. As a mentor, you will spend as little as 4 hours a month with your little, guiding them, listening, and helping them discover their full potential. Your time and your kindness can change the course of their future. By becoming a Big, you're not just volunteering, you're defending the potential of a child, giving them an opportunity to dream big and reach higher. Visit www.bigs4kids.com to sign up and help us make sure that no child has to wait. Big Brothers Big Sisters of East Central Ohio. Defend the potential and become a Big today.
Lindsay Adams State Farm takes pride in customer service, community involvement, and their professional knowledge in the products and services offered, providing protection to their customers in more ways than just their auto insurance by protecting you from encountering any unexpected occurrences, including your auto, home, income, and the loss of a loved one. At Lindsay Adams State Farm, you're more than a customer, you're part of their family. Learn more about what Lindsay and her agents can do for you by visiting lindsayadamsf.com. Ron's Heating and Cooling in Denison has been serving this great area since 1977. At Ron's, no matter what you need, they can handle it. From heating and cooling to standby Generac generators, water heaters, tankless water heaters, mobile home equipment, duct cleaning, and 24-hour no-heat service. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you have to do is call 740-922-5252. Ron's Heating and Cooling proudly supports high school sports and would like to wish best of luck to all local athletes participating this season.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at pacdrilling.com.
Hey, other guys' insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey, Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course.
At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
Hi, I'm
I'm Crystal, General Manager at Loudon Motors Ford. I invite you to stop in and feel the difference of shopping for your next vehicle with our friendly, non-commissioned sales staff, or the personal touch that you will receive from one of the last family-owned and operated dealerships for nearly 100 years. So my question for you is, when will you experience the crystal clear and loud and clear advantage right here in sunny Minerva, Ohio?
Technology shouldn't slow us down. It should move us forward. At LodgeVision Technologies, we've been helping local businesses for over 12 years on US 62 in Winesburg, solving tech problems and making everyday operations easier. And we're here with custom IT solutions that just simply work. At LodgeVision, it's people first. That means service with integrity, professionalism, and genuine care. Call 330-234-5025 for your free consultation today. LodgeVision Technologies, local IT, real solutions, people first.
Spring and summer bring big events, graduations, yard sales, and tournaments. The Educational Service Center Print Center is your go-to for sponsor banners, yard signs, and custom graduation packages with invitations, envelopes, and thank you cards. And when it's time for sports, the ECO Center in St. Clairsville is the perfect venue for AAU and JO tournaments. With spacious seating, plenty of parking, and easy access to hotels and restaurants, it's your one-stop arena for wrestling, cheer, and more. Plan your next event with us on the court or in print. Find out more today online at ecoesc.org.
It is the First National Bank of Denison halftime report here from Ron Hurst Field and Shannon Thomas. My, oh my, do we have one heck of a game brewing as the Strasburg Tigers lead 10-8 over the Malvern Hornets on a crazy sequence right before the halftime break. It looked like Malvern had stuffed the Strasburg scoring chance at the 1-yard line on the Boffman scramble. He got held up. Then they had the penalty with too many men on the field, illegal substitution, whatever you want to say. It was kind of a mess for Strasburg. They tried to quickly line up for a field goal, have a problem with the snap. Doesn't quite make the goalpost. However, the running into the kicker gives them one more chance. A 25-yard field goal is nailed. Tigers lead, and they get the ball to start off the second half.
Listen, this game ended, or the first half ended the way the first half began. Malvern comes out, all of a sudden looks like it's going to be very good with that first run. A couple quick penalties. It got ugly for a couple seconds, and then we've seen some really good football up until the last 7 seconds, and then we've seen a couple flags that ended up in 3 points for Strasburg. So like you said, it's been an outstanding football game. A lot of big plays, a lot of smash mouth football, and the score is 10-8, so this second half could be anybody's.
Well, Strasburg leads right now, but with that in mind, although they do have the lead, they're about getting doubled up in the yardage battle because Strasburg only has 74 offensive yards as opposed to the 140 yards so far for the Malvern Hornets. And it's been kind of a surprise so far to this point because we expected Strasburg to have a little bit more success on offense. They're not really finding a whole bunch of running rooms. The Malvern defense is collapsing well. It's been some mistakes from the Hornets that have really burned them while they're trailing right now.
Yeah, I think Malvern did a nice job watching game film, preparing for that running game. They've done a nice job of reading their keys right on the running game, getting to the holes they need to, and really shutting them down. But then all of a sudden they give up a big pass play to Becker, or they give up one big running play to Gage Moore. I mean, the defense has been solid for Malvern, other than a couple of big plays that they've given up.
The scoring for Malvern was the touchdown strike from 40 yards out from Jackson Jones to Roy Simmons. What a hook up there. Jones has 71 yards through the air with that touchdown. He does have an interception, though, on top of that. Julius Gore has been the bell cow, 11 carries for him, but only 35 yards, so only averaging right around 3 yards per carry right now. They'd love to see that number bump up a little bit more in the second half.
Yeah, the Tigers' defense has done a nice job shutting Gore down, but you got to keep Gore involved in the game because that keeps them linebackers honest, and that's what opened up your little bit of passing game that you had. Like I said, you go back to that passing play, that was just an outstanding job by Simmons right there to be able to chase that ball down. But other than that one, that interception was huge because you went from putting another touchdown on the board to giving up 3 points.
Kaiser Thomas, 6 carries, 25 yards for the Tigers. Brody Boffman has 5 completions. Those have only gone for 33 yards, but he has the all-important touchdown strike that went to Ryan Becker from 13 yards out. And then, of course, also at the end there is Roque Jimenez-Munoz, who nailed that 25-yard field goal in order to get their team the lead right now. Strasburg gets the ball to start off the second half. How vital will it be for the Tigers to get a nice, long, methodical drive and put up another crooked number on the scoreboard?
Yeah, you got to go down and put points on the board because you're only up 10-8, and the offense has done a really good job spreading the ball out. The Hornets have got to worry about a bunch of different players for Strasburg because you really don't know who's going to get the ball. But every once in a while, Strasburg will tend to go to the well too many times on that sweep play, and the Hornets will sniff it out.
On the other side of the coin for Malvern, how vital will be a early and quick stop on that first possession in the third quarter?
If everything reads the way I think it will be, look for Luke Thomas to come in on a blitz on that very first play because Luke Thomas has really done an outstanding job, coming in on some blitzes and causing some havoc. I think Malvern's got to go out and either get a turnover or get a stop to take the momentum back in this game.
We'll step aside from your First National Bank of Denison halftime report. When we return, we'll be bringing you the second half of action live here on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. We'll also get it back from the guys here in studio as well, and we'll bring you along more of the action at 99.9 WTUZ. Check us out on Facebook and all of our social media platforms for updates on all the games going on tonight in Z Country. What a wild night in Week 6 of high school football. It lives right here with Big Z Sports.
Newtown Mall provides you a one-stop shop for anything you need. You can shop the latest fashions at Kohl's, Maurice's, or Marshall's, get your sporting goods at Dunham's or Dick's Sporting Goods, or redo a room in your house at Ashley Furniture. Find all these stores and more for yourself and experience Newtown. Plus, you can sign up to be a Newtown Mall VIP and follow your favorite stores so you're the first to know sales, giveaways, events, and more. To sign up and to see all that's happening, visit newtownmall.com.
Want to stay warm in your vehicle this winter? Call the Remote Start Pros at Cartoons and Accessories in New Philly. With over 15,000 units installed over 18 years in the market, Cartoons in-car experts have the expertise to get the job done right. Cartoons carries a full assortment of remote starts that give you any desired range needed to warm up your car from anywhere. We also do diesel vehicles as well as standard ship vehicles. So don't delay. Call Cartoons today and schedule an appointment and stay warm all winter long. Cartoons at 517 West High Avenue in New Philly. 330-339-2006. Be there.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf. For the past 30 years, the residents in and around Tuscarawas County have made the call to the realtors and staff at McInturf Realty for buying and selling of residential and commercial properties. We truly live in a great community, and in all of these communities, there is nothing better than high school football. For myself and all the agents and staff at McInturf Realty, we would like to wish all the area athletes good luck this season. And make the call to McInturf Realty at 330-364-SOLD.
Simona Bolteron is a global leader in plastics technology, manufacturing thermoplastic products for industries such as aircraft interior parts, medical device housings, wall coverings, general thermoforming, and many more. Simona Bolteron, a company like a friend, is proud to be a part of the community and wishes all local athletes good luck and have a great year. For more information, visit them online at bolteron.com. Simona Bolteron, 1 General Street, Newcomerstown.
With Room by Room, new from Carpet One, we've made finding the right floors easier than ever. Browse our curated collection of flooring options and shop by color, design, and lifestyle. Our local flooring experts will work with you to make your vision a reality and guide you with knowledge and easy-to-use tools to find the floor that fits your needs. So if you're ready to transform your home with beautiful new floors, scan the code to get started and come see the Room by Room difference for yourself. Exclusively at Carpet One Floor and Home.
Hi, this is Zarek with Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. How healthy is the air you breathe? When air quality outside is bad, you can breathe easy inside your home with air purifiers, high-quality air filtration, and other fine products from Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. We are your local trained comfort specialists in downtown Dover, providing 24-hour emergency service since 1981. For all your home comfort needs, call us at 330-343-5511. We look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
The Tuscarawas County dairy farmers want you to know that low-fat chocolate milk is a great choice for student athletes and hard workers. It provides the nutrition needed after practices, games, or a hard day at work, and it tastes great. Low-fat chocolate milk is packed with carbohydrates for energy, proteins to repair muscles, fluids to rehydrate, plus vitamins and minerals to help build strong bones and bodies. It's the official beverage of the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Tuscarawas County Dairy Farmers. Farms, family, food.
The American Professional Truck Driving School by Buckeye Career Center offers hands-on CDL training and expert-led classroom instruction to prepare you for success. Already trained elsewhere? No problem. Complete testing on-site at U.S. America CDL Test Center by Buckeye Career Center. Register for training or to take your CDL test by calling today. Get the skills, get certified, get on the road with Buckeye Career Center.
Are you a compassionate caregiver looking for a career with purpose? Second Family Home Care and Support Services is now hiring home health aides and STNAs. We offer competitive wages, flex time scheduling, and employment rewards because we believe in supporting the people who support others. Start your journey with a company that truly cares. Visit careers.secondfamily.com to apply today or contact them at 740-462-3152.
Gillen Body Shop knows that when their business is needed, it's never planned and it can cause quite the inconvenience. That's why Gillen Body Shop makes the process as easy as possible for their customers by making sure the work is completed right the first time. Gillen Body Shop has experienced staff that give all completed work a 100% guarantee. So when those unplanned repairs to your vehicle are needed, there's only one choice. Gillen Body Shop on Cary Avenue in New Philadelphia. Find them on Facebook.
The Sarchone name has always been known for truck sales, and once you see our inventory, you'll understand why. At Sarchone Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Dalton, you'll find the largest selection of new trucks and SUVs in the area. Shop our inventory at sarchonecdjr.com or stop in and visit us on the corner of Route 30 and Route 94 in Dalton. Sarchone Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Get your own at Sarchone.
Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has just what you're looking for, so your athlete has the best gear for the sports they play. Dumont's has a large apparel selection and can handle your customized screen printing as well as embroidery for your team or business. For sporting goods and for all your apparel needs, Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has everything you want to play and look your best.
You know what's better than a limited time deal? An unlimited time deal. That's why the Wendy's $5 Biggie Bag with a Junior Bacon Cheeseburger, 4-piece nugs, Junior Hot and Crispy Fries, and small soft drink is available all the time. Because the best time for fresh, never frozen beef and Applewood smoked bacon is all the time. Duh. I feel like I'm repeating myself a lot. For the best deal of all time, gotta be Wendy's.
Unlimited time does not mean forever. U.S. price and participation may vary. Prices may be higher in Alaska, Hawaii, and California and via third-party delivery. Fresh beef available in the contiguous U.S., Alaska, and Canada.
All the talks we've had over the years, including what you've told me about not using alcohol and other drugs, they stick with me. And believe it or not, they really do make a difference, especially at times that matter most.
Hey, want a drink?
No thanks, I'm good. So thank you, Dad, for talking and preparing me for what's ahead.
Thank you for talking.
For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov
or go to empowertusk.com.
Ron Rug Automotive has been Malvern's one-stop automotive repair shop since 1999. Ron Rug Automotive is a Napa certified repair shop with ASC certified technicians. Ron Rug Automotive is able to handle any job, from oil changes and tire replacements to installing Jasper engines and transmissions. They also offer boat, RV, and trailer repair. Learn more about Ron Rug Automotive by visiting the website ronrugautomotive.com or find them on Facebook.
The Clark Kidder Real Estate Team is founded on trust, integrity, discretion, and a total commitment to maximizing the value of your home with 100% satisfaction. Working together, Robin and Melanie have found their diverse neighborhood knowledge and savvy business skills to be perfect complements in finding their clients the perfect fit in their home buying experience. To learn more, visit clarkkitterteam.cutlerhomes.com. The Clark Kidder Real Estate Team would like to wish the best of luck to the Malvern Hornets in tonight's game.
The Contini Insurance Agency knows that shopping insurance isn't always fun, but they strive to make the experience a little less painful. Whether it be auto, home, farm, business, life, or recreational vehicles, as an independent insurance agency, they will make recommendations for the coverage you need at a price you can afford, with multiple companies and options available to best suit each situation. To learn more about the Contini Insurance Agency, visit ContiniInsurance.com. The Contini Insurance Agency is a proud supporter of Malvern Hornet Athletics.
Welcome back into your First National Bank of Denison halftime report live on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. We'll join the guys back in studio here shortly after they wrap up their halftime presentation. 10-8, Shannon Thomas, what are some of the other scores going on at halftime in our area?
Yeah, the Stalker Concrete scoreboard update. Our game here, Strasburg leads Malvern 10-8. At half, Steubenville leads Dover 35-21. Garraway and Claymont is a battle out there on the hill as Garraway leads the Mustangs 6-0 at the half. New Philadelphia is all over Lindsley, 35-0 in the second quarter. Indian Valley leads Sandy Valley 49-0 at half. Ridgewood 21, Tusky Valley is 7 at the half. New Cumberstown big on East Canton, 40-0 in the second quarter. Conotton Valley leads Bridgeport at the half, 20-15. Carrollton and Marlington are tied at the half with 7 each. Buckeye Trail 30, TCC 0 at the half. Triway 17, Fairless 7 in the second quarter, and Harrison Central leads Weir in the second quarter 21-0.
Thank you for that, Shannon. We'll step aside again here briefly from the Hartzler's Quality Housing mobile studio. When we return, we'll be back here live at 99.9 and on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. Tigers ball coming up here in just a little while. 10-8. What a clash in Week 6 out of the IVC. Who's going to come out on top? Find out after this.
Family owned and operated for more than 50 years, Dover Brake specializes in sales and service of everything involving automotive and heavy-duty brakes, along with a vast selection of truck parts and accessories. They also offer alignment, custom U-bolt bending, industrial sandblasting, bonding, and more. And now, you can find the parts you're searching for with a complete in-store inventory updated regularly at DoverBrakeInc.com. Safely shop and pay online and have your purchase delivered, or pick it up at Dover Brake, Route 250 in Strasburg, online at DoverBrakeInc.com.
Willendale Golf Cart Sales is conveniently located right in the heart of Strasburg on North Worcester Avenue. They are your one-stop shop for easy-go vehicles, Textron off-road vehicles, and Cushman vehicles. Once you choose your cart, then the fun begins at Willendale as they have all the accessories to deck it out. Willendale Golf Cart Sales pride themselves in providing great customer service in their sales, parts, and service departments. To see all the great reviews and to learn more, find Willendale Golf Cart Sales on Facebook.
We invite you to discover Keim Home Center in Charm, Ohio. Keim is your destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. From renovation and building projects to custom millwork needs, our team of experts work with both homeowners and professionals to bring your vision to life. Visit Keim Home Center in Charm or online at keimhome.com. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
This is Brian Williams, commercial lender with the First National Bank of Denison. The day you decided to open your business, you planted the seed. As your roots become stronger, the First National Bank of Denison is here to help your business grow. Strong businesses make strong communities, and because we live, work, and raise our families here, your business benefits us all. Whether you need more space, equipment, or inventory, come see us today for your next business loan. We are a local bank with local decision makers, and your success is our greatest reward. At the First National Bank of Denison, we have our roots where others have their branches. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Every day begins with purpose. Every job begins with precision. At Rightmark Roofing, we don't just install roofs. We build trust and forge relationships. We understand that your roof is more than just materials. It's protection. It's peace of mind. That's why we use high-quality products and expert craftsmanship. With a sharp focus, our team is always ready to hit the mark. Call Rightmark Roofing. Let's build a future that stands strong.
This is RJ Jacobs from DAC Vitamins and Minerals. Did you know that DAC Vitamins and Minerals has more than 40 proven equine supplements that include daily multivitamins, joint, digestion, reproduction and fertility, calming, and many other specialty products, DAC also carries a complete line of livestock products called DAC Show Contender. Feed DAC vitamins and minerals to get the competitive edge in the show pen. We've been feeding champions since 1983.
Second half of action on the way from the Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studio. 10-8, Strasburg leads Malvern, and the Cartoons of New Philadelphia kickoff will be opening things up here as the Tigers will receive. What a first half of action, Shannon. Looking forward to 2 more fun quarters from Ron Hurst Field. A huge thank you as well to a presenting sponsor for all season long, Right Mark Roofing, your commercial roofing specialist. Be sure to give them a call for all of your flat roofing needs.
Well, after that long drought we had with all that heat and all that rain we got the last couple of days, you might have found out that you had some heat cracks, so you might want to give Right Mark a call.
You had some heat cracks, and then you found them with all the rain that we had over the past 3 or 4 days.
A little bit of water test will always help you find a leak.
Malvern putting their leg into it. 2 men back deep for Strasburg, and it'll be an up man who will grab it at their own 10-yard line. Looking for room straight up the middle. Now a cut back to the right, and submarined under is Kaiser Thomas. He'll go down at the 30-yard line. That's where the Tigers will take over. They trailed most of that first half, and it was right at the buzzer that they took the lead before we headed in for the halftime break. We'll see what the Tigers have dialed up on offense. You know, Coach Jim Morris for this Tigers team, he's been around long enough. I'm sure that he knows how vital this first opening drive for the second half is.
Yeah, and I've mentioned before, a lot of football coaches will tell you that first drive in the second half was one of the most important ones of the game. This could determine the game right here. Somebody's got to find momentum.
So it will be a pistol set as Boffman will come out with 1 running back behind him. He'll motion McVeigh from right to left. He'll be in the backfield now. High snap, pitch play. Thomas, cutback lane. He's got room. He's got blockers in front of him, and he'll go down to about the 39-yard line. Make it the 40-yard line, a pickup of 9. A nice-looking pitch play on first down.
Yeah, that pitch kind of froze everybody. They weren't sure what Boffman was going to do with the ball. Then all of a sudden he just gives it a little flip, and he was able to catch it kind of in stride right there and run up there and pick up a good 9 yards.
Second down and 1 upcoming. Malvern's defense overall, as we mentioned in that first half, not giving up a whole bunch in terms of the offensive production for Strasburg. They've been limiting a lot of those running lanes, have not really given up any deep passes. We'll see how they adjust here as more motions from left to right. Boffman, play fake, back to pass in the pistol. He's flush from the pocket looking for room, and he's going to take a sack as he goes all the way back to his own 30-yard line. Maybe tried to do a bit too much, tried to get rid of it, but no receivers broke open. In there making that tackle, I believe that was number 70, Stephen Harmon.
Yeah, he didn't get a lot of help from a couple of his offensive linemen right there. He was dancing around to try to make something happen, and his lineman kind of got in his road and kind of ran him into a sack right there. And you know, all those yards you gained on first down, you just lost them 1 second down, so now it's 3rd and 10.
Tigers will break the huddle. They'll flip things and put Becker ISO'd out on the left. 2 slot backs either side of the line. Thomas lines up behind Boffman. It will go into his hands. He'll look for room on the right. He's got a blocker in front of him, puts his shoulder down. Dugan pushes him from behind, and it's going to be real close. Up to the 41-yard line, and it is enough for a First Federal Community Bank first down, a 10-yard pickup. You got to give a lot of credit to Dugan, though, who came into the pile late and just shoved his runner forward.
Yeah, because he was stopped about 3 yards short, and Dugan come in there. So when we do our stats, we'll have to give him 7 yards and give Dugan 3.
Moves the chains, ball at the 41-yard line. That's just smart football, and you expect that out of one of your senior leaders on this Strasburg team. Pistol set, 2 running backs in the backfield with Boffman. He'll clap, he'll turn, misdirection, left side. McVeigh on the sweep, he'll look for room, cuts up, he's got a lot, he's got a first down, now 15, 20, still dragging defenders, and he's all the way down to about the 38-yard line. What a carry that time of 21.
I don't know who the Malvern player was that jumped on his back, but that was a piggyback ride for a good 7 or 8 yards right there. He just got on his back, and he just carried him.
21-yard pickup will put him in plus territory on the Malvern side of the ball now. Sits at the 38-yard line. Strasburg looking for a quick strike to start off this second half. Hoffman motions a man from left to right. It's Moore. It'll go into his hands. He'll cut upfield. Now he tries to step outside. Might have even stiff-armed his own blocker as he goes down to the 35, a 3-yard pickup.
Yeah, I got to give a nice tackle right there to number 50, Darnell Jackson, a senior defensive lineman right there. He kind of got on Moore as he's coming across right there, never gave up on the play and brought him down.
Gage Moore listed at 6'2", 205. He is a hard player to tackle. Now they'll go 2 wide receivers spread out. Actually, make it 3 wide to the right, 1 to the left. I think this might be the most receivers we've seen on the field for the Tigers in the pistol. Boffman's back to pass. Swing pass to the right. Becker steps into it. He's got the grab. He's got a couple blocks in front of him. Now he's up to the 30 and goes up to the 26-yard line with some fancy footwork. A 9-yard pickup and another first down.
Yeah, and he did a lot of dancing right there. And Darnell Jackson come from a long way across the field to come over and get in on that play.
4th reception now for Becker. Moves the sticks and inches them closer to the red zone. It didn't really look like there was a whole lot of anything developing there. Becker, though, got some nice blocks out on the edge. Not sure who's the one who sealed the edge for Strasburg, but it worked out. They'll tighten things back up and bring the receivers close to the line now. Still go 2 wide, 3 wide to the right. Nope, they're going to go back to the same formation because motioning from right to left is the Tigers receiver. Boffman back in the pistol. Thomas behind him. Hard count. Malvern jumped.
Yeah. After he clapped his hands right there, they jumped and there was nothing, and he kind of looked over towards the officials, and then the flags finally came out.
5 yards and will inch Strasburg closer. Do my eyes deceive me? Is Shannon Thomas taking a seat? When's the last time I've seen that?
Yeah, I'm trying to stretch clear across the crowded press box. 11 of us. I've been shoved to the back row, and there just happened to be a chair here.
It was made just for you. McVay motions from right to left in the pistol. Boffman gives it off. Thomas, he'll go to the cutback lane to the left. He's strung out. He pushes forward, but not much doing. He maybe got a gain of about a yard or 2 in there making the tackle. That time it was Brody Powers, the senior linebacker.
We got a lot of strong running backs in this area, and you're not going to bring them down with an arm tackle right there. And it looked like they should have had him stop for about a 1-yard loss, and he was able to turn it into positive yards, just able to just kind of break those arm tackles and maybe drag a player a little bit further.
Thomas has been a very busy man tonight out of the backfield for the Tigers. 2nd down and 3 upcoming, 7.5 to go in the 3rd. Motion man, and he'll go for a sweep from the left to right. Looks for room. Off the back of his own blocker is McVay. He'll push forward. He's in the Jeff Wallach LLC red zone, down to the 13-yard line. A 3-yard, 3-yard pickup, and it is enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, it was kind of a long developing play. I see number 50, Zane Thomas for the Tigers. He was pulling, come out here. Kind of didn't really get his guy sealed off, but got out there just enough to make trouble and got in the road, and they was able to get the first down.
Nate Easel, the sophomore defensive lineman, will check out. Pistol with McVay and Thomas in the backfield. They'll go McVay from right to left. He'll sweep to the outside. He looks for room. He's got a defender on his back who's not letting him go. He'll go down after a pickup of maybe 5 or 6. I'm not sure who the lineman was, Shannon, there from Malvern, who had a hold of him and just refused to let go, but that might have saved a big play. It might have been Owen Ball, actually.
Yeah, like I said, he got a hold of the back of the jersey and kind of just stuck with it right there.
6-yard pickup that time for McVay. In the pregame, Coach Jim Morris said for Strasburg, McVay had the massive game last week, but he said he's got about 5 or 6 different players that he's confident could have massive nights. And they're showing it right here because they are really mixing things up on offense. Motion man from left to right. Boffman, pitch play. Thomas has to cut back in. Lineman nearly trips him up and holds him back, but instead he'll fall forward for the first Federal Community Bank first down. That's a pickup of 6, and they're knocking on the goal line.
Well, I'll tell you what, Thomas did a nice job right there. That pitch come in kind of high, and he had to kind of bobble and catch it, and just as he did, he seen the defender, and it kind of forced him to cut back inside. So sometimes when something bad happens, something good can come out of it.
They're going to go heavy. 3 backs in the backfield with Boffman in the pistol. He's got it, turns, hands it off. Thomas plunges forward. He's submarine. No signal yet, and they're going to say he's about a half-yard short. Great play there by the defender for Malvern, knocking him down and holding him up. It was Josh Unch, the linebacker.
Yeah, Unch hit him right in the thighs, and that kind of slowed all his momentum right there and stood him up to where he can get help. But the nose of that ball's got to be sitting close to that goal line.
Maybe a gain of a foot. Now 2nd down and short. Ball at the goal line in a goal-to-go situation. Strasburg looking to punch it in. They'll spread out Becker wide to the left. Moore's in the backfield along with McVay and Thomas with Boffman. Same play. Thomas up the middle, off the back there of Moore and his lineman, and he's in. A 1-yard touchdown run and a flag late on the left side.
Yeah, not sure what that flag is. That flag come in awful late.
We'll see what the officials' call is. As it stands right now, it's a 1-yard touchdown run for Thomas. And I'm not sure if I thought it was a snap procedure penalty, but instead it'll wipe it off the board. Tigers are going to move back 5. I didn't see what the call was.
He called false start. Dead ball, false start.
So now it'll be second down and we'll say 5.5.
Yeah, I'm not sure how you call it a false start and let the play go on. Unless he meant to say illegal procedure or something like that, the play would go on, but still.
Well, he was putting his arm up. I thought it was going to be an illegal substitution for a second, but he changed it, or he changed his mind, I should say. 2 running backs in the backfield now with Boffman in the pistol. He'll turn. Sweep play from left to right. It's McVay. Stiff arm on the outside. Stumbles forward to the 2. A pickup of 3. Now brings up third down and short.
Yeah, that was a nice tackle out there in the flat area because it looked like McVay was going to kind of be able to stiff arm his way into the end zone and kind of got tripped up right there.
So third down and 2. Don't be shocked if they go to the well again. Try to go straight up the gut. Tigers up by 2. 4:40 to go on this third quarter clock. They have almost bled 8 minutes now of this clock here in the third quarter.
Yeah, you know that's what Coach Morris wanted to do right there, bleed the clock and get points out of it, but they've bled the clock. Now you got to get the points.
Pistol, motion man, McVay right to left. Pitch play into the hands of Thomas. He'll try to go up the middle, falls backwards, turns the goal line, and he's a yard short. McVay with a 1-yard pickup with some old hard-nosed running. Now decision time for the Tigers.
I think you go for it right now because the field goal only makes it, a 5-point game.
4th and 1, 4th and goal to go. Tigers keep their offense on the field. Just a couple feet away from the end zone. Brock Johnson lines up over at the center. He's got the pistol behind him in Boffman. He'll turn. Thomas up the middle, plunges forward, and I think he got stopped.
Yeah, he got stopped. The offensive line didn't do their job right there. They got pushed back and got ate up, and the linebackers were able to come in there and stop him at the half-yard line.
What a play by the Malvern Hornets, who stand tall on the goal line and turn away Strasburg. It'll be Hornets ball as they trail by 2 in the shadow of their own goal line. What a defensive stand.
That was a huge stand right there. Like you say, games are won and lost in the trenches, and that's big right there. So now Strasburg's got to answer right here and see if they can stuff the Hornets and get a safety, or the Hornets could do a little trickeration right here and catch you off guard.
They'll go with the pistol as well. 3 wide receivers spread right. Jones in the backfield. He'll try to pass. He rolls out. And he tries to throw it away, and that one rolls past the goal line. The Strasburg sideline wanting grounding. They're going to talk it over and see if Jones was out of the pocket or not. If it is grounding, it's going to be a safety for the Tigers. There were 2 linemen immediately in the backfield. And they're going to move it to second down, and they're going to say Jones was out of the pocket. One of the men who was in there was Caden Dugan almost immediately. They said Jones was a step outside the left tackle.
Yeah, I mean, he was rolling that way. We're kind of at an angle up here. We can't really give our opinion because of the angle we're on, but it was close, and the official said he got out of the pocket, so it's second down.
Second down upcoming for Malvern. Jones in the pistol again. Gore behind him. Hard count, and he got Strasburg to jump. Great play there by Malvern on the smart play, so to speak, as it'll move them now out of the shadow of their own goal line, make it 2nd and 5.
Yeah, you knew a hard count had to be coming right there. You had to get help, and what better way to get help? Oh, they called that on Malvern.
They're going to say somebody flinched, or they're going to say that Jones baited him off sides with the hand motions. So it will officially technically move the Hornets back, but I don't even know if the ball moved 6 inches.
Looked like, I'm going to guess it probably went 4, but, they don't have much room. If they go back any further, they're going to be down at Willendale Golf Carts. So, got to give a shout-out to Willendale Golf Carts. They always jump on board when we do the Strasburg events.
I always have to call out Shannon's legendary call with Willendale. Pistol, pitch play. Gore looks for room on the right side, out of his own end zone. He's got a lot more than that. He's at the 10, now the 15, up to the 20, looking to beat the safety. And he'll get grabbed from behind, breaks the tackle. Flag comes in, it might be a horse collar. He's at midfield, now the 40. Tries to get a blocker in front of him, 30, 25. Stiff arm at the 20, breaks free, 10, 5, touchdown.
Was that 99.5-yard touchdown run? There's going to be a flag. I think it's going to be a horse collar.
Julius Gore goes coast to coast. It's a sideline warning on Malvern. And Gore goes the distance and gives Malvern the lead.
Yeah, I seen Gore get grabbed by the back of the jersey shoulder pad area. I thought it was going to be a horse collar. He didn't go down, but the official had to give him the sideline warning because he was trying to run the field, and they was in the road.
99 yards, and suddenly Malvern has recaptured the lead. Oh, my goodness, Shannon.
That's 99 and a half. You got to give him the half.
Well, if you remember, when we were down along the locker rooms prior to the game, Mr. Gore had a question for us.
Mr. Gore, it's in the bag.
The McInturf Realty Player of the Game shirt, he wanted to know where that was, and we said, well, you know how to get it, and that helps out with a 99-yard touchdown run.
Now you just got to finish out the game.
Malvern leading by 4. Going to line up to go for 2. Pistol set. Jones turns, fakes it to Thomas, swing pass, right side. Defender's there, but breaking free on the tackle is the receiver, and Roy Simmons is in for 2. And Malvern leads 16-10. Timeout on the field brought to you by the Cush Financial Group. Big Z Sports is back after this.
We invite you to discover Keim Home Center in Charm, Ohio. Keim is your destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. From renovation and building projects to custom millwork needs, our team of experts work with both homeowners and professionals to bring your vision to life. Visit Keim Home Center in Charm or online at keimhome.com. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in downtown New Philadelphia, Sugar Creek, or in Strasburg, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes good luck this season.
Welcome back to the Hartzler's Quality Housing mobile studio as Julius Gore gets the Malvern Hornets fans on their seat as he goes from one goal line to another, a 99-yard touchdown run, and Malvern leads 16-10. Shannon, you saw him get the edge. You saw him break a couple tackles. He started going down the sideline. I think you and I might have looked at each other and even thought, could he really? And he did.
I thought he was going to run out of gas. It's a good thing we brought chocolate milk for him to get what they call it?
Refueled and recharged.
Refueled and recharged, because that young man is going to need it after that run.
Unbelievable, as it'll be a Cartoons of New Philadelphia kickoff as Strasburg will put a couple deep men back. And boy, that Hornets sideline exploded here from Ron Hurst Field as Gore somehow weaved and bobbed his way through. And what a great job by Malvern, too, blocking initially on that first handoff to just give him the room for that. Becker's going to come up and field it with his heels at his own 19. He'll kind of get a slow start here. Now he's got room up the middle. Becker tries a stiff arm on the outside. He's all the way up to the 44-yard line of Strasburg. So a nice return there for the Tigers senior. Take it back, junior, rather.
Yeah, they needed a big turn right there, a big return right there to get the offense some breathing room here. Try to get things moving. Like I said, they're down by 6 now, so they got to go down and get a touchdown right here.
3:17 to go in the third quarter, and you kind of feel the atmosphere change a little bit.
Boy, I mean, this place got loud. Like you said, this stadium is full from one end to the other. People on the outside of it, and even the people playing pickleball over there gets to watch a good football game.
Pistol set. Boffman's got it. Hands it off. McVeigh from left to right on the sweep. He's got blockers in front of him. Puts his hand on the back of his own blocker. He's up to the 40. Malvern defenders ripping at the ball, but he's at the 36-yard line. And just like that, a 20-yard pickup has Strasburg off on the right foot.
Yeah, and you're taught to kind of go for the ball also when you're making a tackle, but at some point you got to make the tackle. Everybody's kind of got one guy trying to tackle and another guy trying to rip at the ball, and really all you did was give up an additional 9 or 10 yards because you was too worried about the ball trying to cause a fumble. How about we make the tackle first?
They mark the ball at the 35. It's a First Federal Community Bank first down. Today's presentation of high school football brought to you in part by the ones who have been feeding champions for quite a few decades now. It's DAC Vitamins and Minerals. Back to pass is Boffman. Nothing to the left. He rolls out. He's got a lot of time. Backside pressure. Heaves it towards the end zone. Jump ball. Moore plays the defensive battle there and pokes it up in the air. Had a receiver behind him in McVeigh. Nearly jump balled it right into his hands, but it falls harmlessly to the grass.
Yeah, if he could have put a little bit more on that, went for McVeigh instead of Moore right there, that'd have been a big touchdown.
Sure, if you're Coach Morris and Strasburg, they were not going to be overly pleased with Boffman kind of throwing that jump ball situation there.
Yeah, Boffman held it a long time, and it allowed the pocket to close in on him. He probably should have made a decision a little bit sooner and kind of took off and tried to get 4 or 5 yards out of it.
Becker lines up wide left to H-backs, slot backs either side of the formation. Motion man from right to left in Moore. Boffman claps. He's got it, gives it off. Thomas up the middle on the belly. He'll push forward. Linebacker wrestles him down at the 31-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 4. Another great tackle there for the Hornets defense, who's continued to be hitting hard all game long. Looked like that was Owen Ball again.
The Hornets defense is doing a good job right there. Moore's coming off to line the block, and they're kind of sidestepping him and letting him go. And then the defense or the offensive line isn't picking up the linebackers or the offensive line, and they're able to close that hole pretty quick.
3rd down and 6, 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Boffman in the pistol, Thomas behind him. It's the same formation. Now the motion, McVay from left to right. He goes on the sweep. He looks for room, cuts back inside, has a lineman on his back. He's still fighting, trying to drive for more. He will be pulled down at about the 28-yard line, actually make it the 29-yard line. A pickup of 3 now makes it 4th and 3.
Yeah, it's going to be a big decision right here by Coach Morris and his staff because, I mean, it's still early. We still have another whole quarter to go, but, you know, with the momentum that Malvern had on that last offensive possession, do you kind of want to go for it and kill that momentum and get it, or does Malvern step up and shut it down?
A 4th down and 4. McVay kind of had his hands on his knees there after another hard lick. Hops back up, and he'll go out into the slot. 2-by-2 in the pistol. Thomas behind Boffman. He'll clap, and his right guard moved. Makes it a lot more complicated now on 4th down for the Tigers if they're still going to go for it. Right guard took a step back, and that'll move them back 5.
Yeah, that was big right there. And sometimes, as a lineman, when you get set and you hear that clap, well, then the first thing you think is the ball's going to get snapped, and it's not going to get snapped on the clap. There's a delay right there, and sometimes that's the downside to using the clap.
Strasburg still going to go 4th and 9, though, now. Ball sits at the Malvern 34. They trail by 6. Boffman motions a man from left to right. Moore has it. He's going to try to throw it back. He's got Boffman open. Flag comes in, and Boffman dropped it. But we'll see what the flag is. Might have been a holding here in the backfield.
I don't know if it was a holding or more of kind of like a crackback block.
Regardless, it was an incomplete pass, so unless it goes on Malvern, it is a crackback block, and that means the Tigers turn it over on downs, and Malvern's defense holds.
Yeah, they ran a nice play right there, but they had a defensive guy coming, and Kaiser Thomas stopped up to make a block, but the way he made it, the official said, you know, that was the wrong way to make that block, and he called him for it.
So now the Strasburg defense comes out. They'll check in Brody Hurst. Tigers going to need their own stand here. Malvern comes back out. Ball will sit at their own 34-yard line. Fresh off the offensive possession that saw Gore go 99 yards, and Malvern would love to put another one up on the scoreboard. Under a minute to go here in the third. Pistol again, 2-by-2. Jones has Gore behind him. Snap comes back. Gore has it. Looks for the cutback lane to the left, and he is met in the hole immediately and is dropped at the line of scrimmage. That was Gage Moore who met him there.
Yeah, and he got lucky because I think the ball shifted in his arm. I thought it was going to come out, but as he hit the ground, he was down and he was able to secure the ball.
They'll still give Gore credit for a yard on the pickup there. He's now got 13 carries for 135 yards, a little bit supplemented, though, on the one toe.
Yeah, that was that one toe. It upped his average pretty quick.
From 3 to 10, roughly. Pistol set, 2-by-2 again. Gore is behind Jones. 23 seconds to go in the third quarter. Jones ready. Straight drop. Goes behind Gore. Pump fakes. Pulls it down. Now he's going to go down the field. He's got a receiver open, and it's in and out of his hands. As Luke Thomas got behind the defensive back, safety was near him. I think Thomas might have lost track of the ball.
I was getting ready to say that. The way Thomas reacted as the ball come by him, it looked like he might have lost it in the lights right there, because it caught him off guard real quick.
So now a 3rd down and 9 upcoming. 13.7 seconds on the clock here in the third. Likely our last play for this third quarter on what has been an incredible night for IVC football here from Ron Hurst Field. Pistol set again. They'll go 3-by-1, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Jones has Gore behind him. High snap, play fake, swings it out wide into the hands of Thomas. He'll look for room. Got a defender on him who's not going to let go of the jersey, and 3 different Tigers converge. It'll be a loss of 2, and we go on to the fourth. Hold your 4s in the air. We're going to find a winner in this one. Big Z Sports is back right after this.
At Harts's Quality Housing, we believe a home is where families grow, memories are made, and futures are built. For 47 years, we've stood by the values that matter most: honesty, trust, and a commitment to our community. Our goal is to provide affordable, reliable housing solutions. We don't just build homes, we invest in the future by supporting local student athletes, and the schools that shape tomorrow's leaders. Whether it's on the field or in the classroom, we're proud to stand with our youth and the families who cheer them on. Hartzler's Quality Housing, built on trust, committed to community.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
Back to the field with Big Z Sports.
Back to the Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studio. 4th down and 10 upcoming for Malvern, as it will be punt time for them to start off this fourth quarter. One man back is Ryan Becker for Strasburg. Has had a pretty nice game returning some of these punts so far. Hasn't broke one for a huge game, but he's had multiple nice returns.
Yeah, I mean, he's having a decent night back there, but, you know, he's looking to take one to the house here, or at least get it on the other side of the 50.
The Malvern defense looks to continue their hot streak so far, as Jones with a low knuckleball that will bounce at the 45-yard line. Becker's going to get away from it. It'll roll back to about the 32-yard line, so that is where the Tigers will take over. Hornets with the lead 16-10. And I got to say, this Malvern defense has definitely shown up to play tonight. They're primarily the main reason, I think, right now Malvern's got that lead, obviously bolstered by the big touchdown run from Julius Gore. But we've been really impressed with how the Hornets have limited the Tigers.
Yeah, they've been strong up front, you know, and the Tigers got to find a way to get things moving right here. And got to give a shout-out to Dover Brake for jumping on board for this broadcast. The guys up at Dover Brake, they specialize in brake pads, clutch pads, any type of suspension. I go there for custom U-bolts when we're doing suspension on trucks and trailers or race cars. So go check out the guys at Dover Brake.
Gage Moore, the motion man, he'll get the handoff on the sweep. He hesitates, and he has nowhere to go as he is dropped at the 30-yard line. That's going to be a loss of 2 for Moore, who never found an opening.
Comes in a late flag.
And a flag in the middle as the players were being separated there. I'm not sure if maybe something was said. We saw that earlier. Dead ball, and it's going to be taunting on Strasburg. And now that will bring up 2nd down and even longer now for the Tigers.
Yeah, and things like that. You're supposed to be a veteran football team. You're 5-0 right now. You need to calm down and go back to doing what you do best. And right now you just put your team in a big hole right here.
Tigers will bring in Zayden Barr, the senior. Moore will check out. So that will now officially make it 2nd down and 27. Not many plays in the playbook for 2nd and 27 to get it all back at once, Shannon.
No, but you better find a way to get at least 10 to 15 of it back right now, because 3rd down would be awful tough if you don't.
Tigers now in the shadow of their own goal line at their own 15. Pistol set. Boffman has a running back behind him, and Thomas. They're going to fake to him. Roll out for Boffman, still looking for room. Pressure from Jackson, and he's going to step up past the line at the out-of-bounds marker, and he is shoved out for right there, and that looked like it was Josh Unch who carried him out.
Yeah, he got him in just a nice little gain right there. Didn't have a whole lot of help on the blocking right there. He rolled out wide to try to make something happen, but the problem was he could never stop and get his feet set because he had so much pressure chasing him down.
That was Darnell Jackson who was pursuing him. It was a 4-yard pickup that time, but it brings up 3rd down and forever. 3rd down and 23. Clock stopped as Boffman went out of bounds. They'll go 2 wide receivers, 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 left. In the pistol, Boffman claps, goes straight back to pass, looking for a screen. Now he'll roll out, go towards the sideline, jump ball, and it's way over the head of Becker there as he was trying to throw it towards the sideline and hope Becker could make a move and make a man miss, but he threw it about 3 yards over his head.
Yeah, they're just getting all kinds of pressure in there right now. 3 down lineman was able to get through the holes right there and flush him. And he's got to try to make a throw as he's being run, and it just sails high on him.
I thought for a second they might be trying to set up a screen there, but I just think you got to give credit to Malvern's defensive line for breaking through and making more pressure. They have been all over Boffman tonight when he goes back to pass.
Yeah, they're looking for some pancakes.
2 men are back deep for the Hornets. Moore goes out to punt. Low snap, but he'll pull it up off the grass, and he'll drive through it. That's a deep one that was almost over the head of the returner there in Simmons. He's got it his own 45, and a huge collision there, and a flag comes all the way in from the side.
Yeah, and then a late flag comes in. I'm kind of wondering if there's going to be a block in the back right there.
as Simmons is slow to get off the field there. He stayed up after that contact somehow. I think it was a blocker and a gunner who were engaged, and they were the ones who waylaid Simmons right over the middle. I don't know where that flag would be coming in unless, like you're saying, Shannon, it would be a block in the back.
Well, I mean, the guys that threw it from clear back here, so my guess would be hard for him to see a hold, but there.
And sure enough, it is a holding that will move Malvern backwards. Simmons stays out there for this offensive possession, I think, and good to see him still out there on the field. My goodness, what a hard lick.
Yeah, that was one of those ones where bodies just kind of come in out of nowhere, and they swallowed him up.
So the ball will move back to the Hornets' own 39-yard line. Just under 11 minutes to go. Stay tuned. Following the game, we got the Dumont Sporting Goods post-game show, and the guys back in studio will bring you updates from all of the area teams and their finals tonight here in Z Country. It has been a phenomenal night. Of course, all the latest scoring updates on the Big Z Sports Facebook page.
With a collision like that, if you have one of those in your car, you might want to get a hold of Contini Insurance. I mean, because collisions like that, you're going to need well represented. So Contini Insurance, they can help you with your car insurance, your truck insurance, your motorcycle insurance. I wouldn't make that collision in a motorcycle. But
funny enough, I almost had a deer collision this morning, so that would have worked out. Swing pass from Jones into the hands of Simmons. He's got blockers, and he's got space down the left sideline. He's got enough for a first down hit from behind, and he'll go down at the 40-yard line.
But there's another flag.
That was a 16-yard pickup, and there is a flag in the area right around where Simmons grabbed it. There was a receiver or a tight end who was out there blocking.
So is there going to be holding?
And it's holding again, so mark Malvern back 10 and wipe out the 14-yard reception there for Simmons.
Yeah, and if that's where the mark was, if that's where the hold was, they're losing 10 yards, so they're not even going to catch a break.
Flag was dropped at the 45-yard line, which was a yard in front of the original line of scrimmage, and sure enough, that's where they're marking it back from. So first and 19 upcoming, Shannon.
Now you had an opportunity to go down there and put an extra score on the board, put a little bit of distance between you and Strasburg, and now you're playing from behind the sticks.
Both these teams tonight, there's been some moments that I'm sure they're going to want to polish up. There's been some sloppy play, but I think credit for both of these sides. They have been pouring their hearts out there on the field. No surprise in this kind of IVC North clash. Pistol set. Jones fakes it to Gore. He's going to try the read option straight up the middle. He is swallowed up. Maybe a gain of 2 or 3. Might have fallen forward for 4, but it brings up second down and long.
Yeah, he was looking for the outside right there, and Zane Thomas was sitting there waiting on him, and he had to change his lane and go back inside, and he ran him into all the defenders, and Thomas, I think, was able to eventually be the one to tackle him.
3-yard pickup brings up second and 16. Jones, the 6'3" junior quarterback, actually 6'4" junior quarterback, so he's pretty good for a couple yards just falling forward every time. In the pistol, he's got Gore behind him. Turns, fakes it. He's going to deliver it down the sideline. Wobbly pass, and it's going to be over the head of the receiver. Sprang had the space against the defender in Tanner Tucker, but that ball sailed out of bounds.
Yeah, Tucker got caught looking inside right there, lost his defender. Luckily for Tucker that the ball sailed on him.
Jones might have rushed the pass a little bit because it didn't have that tight spiral down the field. 3rd down and 16. We've seen some wide receiver swings or screens out here that have busted big for the Hornets so far. We'll see if that's where they look to go to the well again. They'll spread 2 receivers either side of the formation. Jones gets the call into Gore, his running back behind him in the pistol. Snap is back. Jones, straight drop. Tries to step up in the pocket, delivers to the middle of the field. Crossing route for Simmons, back to the original line of scrimmage, and he is swallowed up. Kaiser Thomas with a great tackle there. It is a pickup of 6, but brings up 4th down.
Yeah, Kaiser did a nice job right there, squaring him up, hitting him, and then kind of rolling away from him. And I think it was Tucker to come over and finished him off. It wasn't Tucker. I think it was number 9. So that
would be Brody Hurst.
So Hurst come over and finished him off right there. Like you said, that was all made because Thomas was able to square him up right there and hit him at the line of scrimmage, or after 10 yards.
6-yard gain, 4th reception for Simmons. 4th down, Becker goes back deep again for the Tigers. Jones, the punter for Malvern.
You're Strasburg, you don't want to jump off sides right here.
Do not want to make this a field or hurt yourself in the field position battle. Jones corrals the high snap, and he gets it away. That punt will go back to about the 30, and there is a flag in the middle of everything as there were gunners coming down the field. Usually in the area of a hold, but we'll see.
Yeah, there's just flags coming from everywhere. And like you said,
it was a pretty clean first half, but Not so much this second half so far.
Well, right now the emotions are getting to you, and when somebody gets physical with you, you let your emotions override you. And like I said, it's going to be a hold right here on the Tigers, and they're going to mark them back another 10 yards.
Flag is at the 35-yard line. Ball went out somewhere around in between the 30 and the 25. They're still talking it over, are the officials. Not sure, other than a hold or a block in the back, what it would be potentially talking about.
Well, first thing they got to do is mark where it went out of bounds at.
It is a hold from the 35-yard line. And right you are, Shannon, because that wouldn't be a spot foul, correct? It would be from where it went out of bounds. You'd mark it back 10 from that. There is the official over on the sideline. Looks like he's got it marked at about the 25, so we'll see if they march him 10 from that. Actually, nope, they're going to mark it from the 35 back to the 25. Shannon just shaking his head. That's always a good sign.
I'm going to have to read the rule book because I'm not an official, I guess.
So ball at Strasburg's own 25. Sweep from right to left. It's McVeigh. He'll look for room, and he gets strung out. He's at the 20 trying to stiff arm him away, and he'll lose about 4 yards as he goes down hard on the sideline.
And another flag.
And another flag out here where Strasburg was trying to set the edge. As it stands, it's a loss of 4, but we'll see what the laundry on the field's for.
Well, are they going to say the way they're meeting?
It almost could have been hands to the face. You saw the stiff arm from McVeigh. He got up in the face mask there of the defender.
They're waving it off.
They are going to wave it off, so it is going to be a loss of 3 or 4 on that first carry. We saw the stiff arm go high from McVeigh. Anytime the hand goes up, kind of, you can put your hand out flat, don't pull or tug, but also when you push up is normally where the question comes in. Loss of 3 that time.
Good job on the officials right there to get together and talk it over and then to wave it off.
Pistol set. McVeigh motions from left to right. Hoffman has it, turns, hands it off. Thomas looks for room. He's got the edge on the right side. Linebacker will grab him, though, and hold him up there. That might have been Owen Ball again, who has been all over this defense tonight.
Yeah, Owen Balls did a nice job defensively.
That was a nice pickup, though. Makes it much more manageable here on third down. It's 3rd down and 6. That was a 7-yard pickup.
The Hornets still lead 16-10. We're down to 8:30 to go in the game.
Pistol set again. 2 running backs in the backfield now with Boffman. Takes the snap, turns. I thought it was a broken play, but it's McVeigh on the sweep to the right, and he's got nowhere to go as he is dropped at the line. Malvern converges on defense again.
Yeah, right now the Hornets' defensive line is winning this football game.
That was Powers who made another tackle. Malvern has just crashed all night long. Punt time as going back deep. It will be Roy Simmons. Moore getting set to punt under 8 minutes to go. Truly has been a chess match from start to finish to this point. The big game-breaking play so far to this point was Gore on the 99-yard scamper to the end zone. Booming punt that time for Moore as it will bounce back at around the 30-yard line of Malvern, and that's where the Hornets will take over.
A quick Stocker Concrete scoreboard update. Steubenville all over Dover, 49-28 in the third quarter. Garraway has pulled away from Claymont 26-0 in the fourth quarter. New Philadelphia 42, Lindsley 0 fourth quarter. Indian Valley's game has gone final as they've knocked off Sandy Valley 56-0. Ridgewood 42, Tusky Valley 7 third quarter. Newcomerstown 40, East Canton 12 in the fourth quarter. In the third quarter, Connaught Valley leads Bridgeport 26-15. Carrollton has taken the lead on Marlington 14-7 in the third quarter. Buckeye Trail leads TCC 36-7 fourth quarter. Triway 34, Fairless 7 third quarter. And Harrison Central leads Weir 23-0 third quarter.
Ball at the 35-yard line of Malvern, looking to chew some clock with 7:34 to go. They lead 16-10. Empty backfield initially for Jones, but Gore will motion in. That's going to be a flag and a false start. Gore was motioning into the backfield, but started going forward early again.
He turned. You can't turn. You can motion towards the quarterback, but you can't make that. You can't turn your body forward before the snap.
You almost think to need to make it basically like a V when the snap happens when you cut upfield, but Gore kind of made it more like a U.
Yeah, you're trying to hope the timeout snap perfect and get that momentum going forward.
So now it will go back to the 30-yard line, 1st and 15. Jones has Gore behind him, three by one, 3 wide receivers right, 1 left. Snap is back. Jones gives it off to Gore. He'll look for room. He's got some on the right side, but 5 different Tigers converge after a pickup of 3.
Yeah, they did a nice job right there. Looks like a Strasburg player slow getting up.
Dugan was one of the first players to make that contact in the middle there. I'm not sure if he was the one who was slow to get up.
It was actually number 50 was slow.
Looks like it was Zane Thomas.
Yeah, but he said Gore come running in there kind of hard, and they was able to wrap him up 2 or 3 players and drop him there in the backfield or after a couple-yard gain.
2nd down and 12 now. Malvern will tighten things up as they'll go with some slot backs either side. Pitch play to Gore. He'll look for some space. Cuts back inside. McVeigh is there, and Gore leans and puts the ball out there, leaning forward up to about the 38-yard line. A 5-yard pickup brings up 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, Gore did a nice job right there. He tried to keep his balance, but as soon as he realized he was going to lose his balance, he made sure he stretched as far as he could. Now it's going to bring up a big 3rd down play for Malvern and for Strasburg.
For the Hornets there outside of Gore, too, Darnell Jackson, the right tackle, took that one defender completely out of the play, helping set that edge. 6:20 to go. Pistol set again. Jones turns, fakes it, swing pass into the hands of Simmons. He'll look for room, and he's got a 3-yard pickup, but it's 4th down. Big decision time for Malvern, but they're on their own side of the 50.
Yeah, this here is not too hard of a decision for me. Your defense has been playing phenomenal this second half. You punt this ball away, and you tell your defense, listen, This game rides on you.
6 minutes to go. The Malvern defense has been one of the biggest difference makers tonight.
They're going to line up.
You got to watch the hard count for sure.
That's all they're going for right here is for a hard count.
They'll go 3 wide receivers right, 1 left, and it looks like Jones is talking to his line, probably telling them to sit on the ball, don't jump. Strasburg coaching staff also telling Tigers, don't jump. Jones with the hard count, nobody flinching. Timeout called by the Cush Financial Group. We do have a flag in the backfield, but I don't think I think the timeout came in before any delay of game or anything like that. So we will take it with them. Big Z Sports is back in 60 seconds.
We invite you to discover Keim Home Center in Charm, Ohio. Keim is your destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. From renovation and building projects to custom millwork needs, our team of experts work with both homeowners and professionals to bring your vision to life. Visit Keim Home Center in Charm or online at keimhome.com. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
At First Federal Community Bank, investing in our community isn't just a slogan. It's how we do business each and every day. I'm Corey Parker, mobile mortgage lender, and our goal is to empower your financial well-being and build a lasting relationship with you, your family, and your business. We're here to assist you every step of the way, from checking and savings accounts to mortgages and commercial loans. First Federal Community Bank, serving your banking needs in Dover, New Philadelphia, Yorksville, Sugar Creek, Berlin, and Mount Hope. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, NMLS number 1810696.
Welcome back to the Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studio. 4th and 3. Malvern still lined up on offense. Jones is in the pistol. He's going to pitch it to Gore. Gore looks for room at the line, tries to lead forward, and he might be stopped a yard short. It's going to be really close, though.
Yeah, and I think they kind of gave him where the ball went, and his knee looked like it might have dropped a little sooner, but we're clear on this other side, so that they're going to bring the sticks out and measure it.
They are going to bring the sticks out. Coach Morris is about 10 yards out onto the field. I don't think he's happy with the spot.
Well, if I could get number 1 to move, I could tell you if it's good or not. I'm right on the line, but
you and me both, and I cannot tell because, my goodness, this is not going to be a long measurement because the sticks only have to come from the Malvern sideline.
From right here,
clear. He almost looks a little bit short, but we are a far, far ways away. Sticks come out, and that is going to be first down for Malvern as the nose of the ball is so close to the line. Tigers are not happy. The Hornets are jumping for joy. I could not tell from here, Shannon. That is so close. A 3-yard pickup for Gore. Well, it's a First Federal Community Bank first down.
You see what Coach Mo's saying, the same thing I'm saying. It looked like his knee come down a lot sooner, and he was leaning forward. There were so many players there, the official couldn't tell.
Ball at the 45-yard line. Clock will now roll with 5:25 to go. First down, Hornets, who are trying to bleed more clock. Coach Morris is fired up on the sideline for the Tigers.
Yeah, nice job by Gore right there to get that first down.
Gore up the middle. Leans forward, and that might be a pickup of 3 or 4 there as he'll fall forward. They'll mark him up at the 49-yard line.
This right here is going to come down to which guys in the trenches want it more. If you're Malvern, you got to get another first down. If you're Strasburg, you got to stop it.
Got to see also how the Tigers respond after such a close call there on the measurement. 2nd down and 6 upcoming. Hornets are going to be in no hurry here. Tigers do have all 3 timeouts left, but priority number 1 has to be to stop this Hornets drive.
Well, you know the Hornets aren't going to pass it unless they can catch you off guard.
Jones gives it off. Gore looks for room. Cut back. Lowers his shoulder pads. Drops forward, and he is close again. That was a 5-yard pickup. Looks like he's about a yard short.
Coach Moe's going to burn a timeout right here.
Tigers take a timeout. Brought to you by the Cush Financial Group. Big Z Sports is back right after this.
Is there anything better than high school sports? Hi, this is Dan Hosteller of Ferris Chevrolet Buick Toyota. High school sports brings out the best of our high schools and our communities, and the people at Ferris have always been behind the importance of athletics and academics. Just like we believe in the great cars and trucks that we sell and service every day. Like high school sports, we are a great tradition in the area. Ferris on the Wabash, New Philadelphia.
Is your vehicle banged up? Do you want fast professional service to get back on the road? MPAC Collision offers 2 locations, Newcomerstown and Strasburg, to help you out. Whether you need auto glass repair, paintless dent repair, assistance with warranty and insurance, or just need a free estimate, MPAC Collision has you covered. So the next time you need a repair, visit MPAC Collision online at mpactcollision.com and start your free estimate and learn all about what MPAC Collision can do for you.
Welcome back to the Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studio. A massive 3rd down here as the bells toll from Ron Hurst Field. Malvern wants the conversion. Chew more clock. Strasburg needs the stop. Jones is in the pistol. Gore's behind him. He'll turn. Gore up the middle. He's got a lot of room and more. He breaks free at the 40, down the 35-30 as he's finally pulled down by 2 safeties as it's a 16-yard pickup for Julius Gore, and it's a First Federal Community Bank first down.
Yeah, the Tigers committed everybody to the box right there. Everybody hit the center in between the 2 tackles. They all come forward. Gore got the ball. He just stepped around the tackle on the right side and just took off up the side of the field. Nobody even realized it.
4 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Malvern driving, looking to salt this one away. They lead 16-10 on what has been a back-and-forth battle from the start. Jones in the pistol. Gore's behind him. He'll turn, hand it off. Gore looks for room. Right side. One linebacker bounces off of his legs, and Gore's still on his feet. Breaks free at the 20. Now he's got the cornerback on him, and he'll fall down at the 18-yard line. An 11-yard pickup and moving the sticks again.
Just hard running right now by Gore. He's just said, you know what, give me the ball. I'm going to do it. And, unofficially, you have him for 20 carries and 182 yards. So he's had an outstanding game.
Gore right now almost looks like he might be running harder than he did in the first half. Trying to take a breather here as they await to take the next step. Hornets running the clock down. In the pistol, Jones motions a man from right to left. Sweep there into the hands of Roy Simmons. He'll look for room. He's grabbed from behind. He will go down, and he falls at about the 15-yard line. A pickup of 3, and we got whistles again.
Yeah, I think it's going to be timeout, Strasburg.
It is going to be a timeout for the Tigers. We'll step aside once again. Big Z Sports is back right after this.
If you're planning a major concrete project, you need the help of Stocker Concrete Company. From precast concrete products to ready-mix concrete, sand, gravel, limestone, and concrete block, the professionals at Stocker Concrete can help you get started and keep you on the path to completion using the best materials you can find. Stocker Concrete is the concrete material provider you can count on. See them at 7574 Route 36, Janaden-Hutton, or call 740-254-4626.
TMK Valley Propane is embracing remote tank monitors. Are you tired of going outside to check your propane tank or forget to order your propane on time? TMK Valley Propane now provides reliable remote tank monitoring technology. Let TMK Valley Propane take the worry away, provide timely delivery, and never run out of propane again. Thank you for your trust in TMK Valley Propane.
All the way with TMK, service with a personal touch.
Quality
Back to the
Housing
field.
Mobile Studio. 3:09 to go here in the fourth quarter. Tigers are down to just one timeout. Malvern sits in the Jeff Wallach OLC red zone. Fake the sweep there. They give it off to Gore, straight up the gut. Puts his shoulder pads down, pushes forward, and he is up to about the 10-yard line. A 5-yard pickup will bring up third down and short.
Gore, he's covered a lot of real estate tonight, and if you're looking for real estate, get a hold of Clark Kidder Real Estate. You know, they can help you with all your land purchases, or if you're looking to sell some land, get a hold of the fine folks out at Clark Kidder Real Estate.
I would like to know how early in advance you get these queued up.
I don't. I just got thinking, you know, I was hired here to do one thing, make commercials.
Third down and 2 upcoming, 2.5 to go. Clock continues to roll. Malvern breaks the huddle. Another first down here would put the Tigers in a bad way. Jones hands it off. Gore is leveled immediately as Moore comes through and knocks him to the grass.
Huge tackle right there.
Another timeout will keep it right here as the Tigers get the defensive stop they need. A 5-yard loss. Gore never had a chance to even get the ball in his chest from Jones. That could have almost been the turnover you needed if you're the Tigers.
Well, if you're Tigers right now, the first thing you got to do is coming out after this timeout, don't jump off sides. Watch the hard count, and then you got to win the trenches, because right now you haven't won the trenches in the second half. So you got to watch the hard count and then win the trenches to get the ball back. If you're Malvern, one more first down puts this game away.
2:18 on the clock. No timeouts for the Tigers. 4th and 7. The ball's at the 15-yard line. That would end up making it roughly, Shannon, if we're doing the math, a 32-yard field goal.
Well, they haven't gone for an extra point tonight, so I'm assuming the kicking game's not, where Coach Chirico wants it.
That a 32-yarder would be far from a gimme. We'll see what the Tigers do on defense here in response to Malvern, who we expect to bring out the offense. It looks like Brody Boffman's going to check in too on defense for the Tigers.
Yeah, I don't look for Malvern to pass it right here, but it's fourth down. You either get the first down or the clock stops anyhow. So if you're going to throw it, now would be the time to throw it.
Jones comes out with the play call. Pistol set, 2-by-2 again. Gore's behind him. 4th down and 7. Tigers need the stop. Motion man from left to right is Simmons. Jones goes back to pass. He'll look to the left, delivers towards the sideline. That one sails out of bounds, and with 2:14 on the clock, it will be Tigers' ball. They got to go 85 yards, though, Shannon, with no timeouts left.
Yeah, I'm trying to see who was on coverage out there as he's running towards us here. Looks like number 4. I'm not sure who was on coverage out there, but they did a phenomenal job.
Senior Marquez Scepter, if that's the case.
Yeah, I believe it was him that was out there on coverage, and he did a nice job as the wide receiver out there, try to turn in and then turn back out. And he kind of got in his road and didn't let him get away, so here you go.
Tigers ball, trailing by 6. Ball sits at their own 15. In the pistol, Boffman's going to go back to pass. Swings it to the right side to Becker. He'll secure the catch. Sidesteps the defender. Now he's forward for about a 6-yard gain before he goes down.
Everything's got to go quick now. You got to have a couple plays called. You got to be ready, and if you're the offensive line, you got to be patient. You can't jump off sides.
Under 2 minutes to play now. Strasburg set. Boffman back to pass. Tried to load it up down the sideline. Gets around a defender. He'll go forward. Gets the first down and gets out of bounds. A very heads-up play for the sophomore.
Yeah, smart play right there. Game management. Been saying it all night long about these quarterbacks. They got to have great game management. He's seen his receivers weren't going to get open quick enough. He pulled it down, ran, found the stick, stepped out of bounds just as he got past the sticks.
Up to the 26-yard line. Tigers taking their time in the pistol now with the clock stopped. 2-by-2. Fake to Thomas. Boffman's back to pass. Looks to the right. Delivers towards the sideline, and I don't think there was anybody home as it falls harmlessly to the grass. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I think he thought Becker was going to turn in when Becker turned out.
No harm, no foul as Tigers live to play another game for Malvern. Like we said, the defense has been there all night so far for them. They've only given up the one touchdown. It was a slant route to Ryan Becker. They gave up the field goal as well right before time expired here in the second, or for the halftime break. But overall, they have kept Strasburg in front of them. Coach Chirico turning to the well one more time with this Hornets defense. In the pistol, Boffman goes back to pass. Pressure straight up the middle. Boffman steps through it. He'll look for room. He gets past the line. He'll dive forward to the 20. And that was, to the 30. A pickup of 4. Tigers got to move.
Yeah, he did a nice job pulling it down and got through the hole, but the problem was it closed pretty quick.
Pistol again, 3rd down and 6. Boffman goes back to pass. Looking for room. Tries to cut back in. Sidesteps a defender. Still trying to deliver it. He'll find Becker on the comeback route as he'll catch it out of his hands as he was at the first down marker, but they're going to say he was out of bounds when he hauled it in. 4th and 6 upcoming.
Yeah, I think he bobbled it as he tried to catch it, then he stepped out of bounds, and that it was a nice job by Boffman to stay alive back there. But Becker had to come back, and when he did, the momentum in the bobble just kind of carried him out of bounds.
It'll all come down to this. 1:20 to go, 4th down and 6 on the way for the Tigers. They have no timeouts. Coach Morris getting the play call in.
If you're Coach Turco, he's going to bring pressure. He's been bringing it all night long. I don't think he'll stop on this play right here. He's got to force the quarterback to do something.
Boffman goes back to pass. They only bring 3. He's still pressured. Flush from the pocket. Trying to make more. Something happened. Throws it, and it goes towards the sideline. Incomplete. As out of bounds it goes, it'll be Malvern ball, and it looks like the Hornets are going to pick up a huge win in Week 6.
Yeah, not sure who the player was for the Hornets to come in there, but he got a hand on that ball just as it came out. But, with 3 down linemen to get that kind of pressure, that's just outstanding play in the trenches for the Malvern Hornets.
Malvern will take over. 1:13 on the clock, but no way for the Tigers to stop the ball, or stop the clock, I should say. Malvern going to look to potentially line up here in victory formation, and Shannon won a battle all night long. Both these sides going back and forth. At the end of the day, the Hornets, though, find the one electric play they need with 99 yards from Julius Gore to the house, and they're going to pick up their 4th win of the season. What a clash.
Yeah, they just, like you said, this game come down to one play, and that one play was 99.5 yards long, and they did an outstanding job. How about we just say Julius Gore did an outstanding job on that play. The lineman got him through the offensive line, but after about a 3-yard gain, the rest was on Mr. Gore, and he went after it.
Unofficially, we've got him down for 23 carries, 185 yards, and that 1 touchdown. 300 yards as a team for Malvern as well. Who will take one final kneel down, or actually might need to get one more. Nope, take it back. Clock would reset to 40. So the Hornets start the celebration from Ron Hurst Field. What an ending.
Yeah, just an outstanding game. We knew it was going to be a good game coming in here, and neither team disappointed. I know both coaches are going to be unhappy with a lot of mistakes that was made in this game, but at the end of the day, outstanding game between 2 Class Act programs, and the Strasburg Tigers have lost their first game of the year, and they'll go regroup and get everything cleaned up. And for the Malvern Hornets, what a big momentum builder right now.
The momentum builder that the Hornets definitely needed, coming off of a gritty 14-13 victory over the Tuskegee Valley Trojans. They come from behind and pick up the 16-10 victory here on Strasburg's home field. And I know it's a great feeling for them as they're going to get set to celebrate here. We're going to step aside when we return. It is the Dumont Sporting Goods postgame show. We'll tell you about how this one played out and bring you our McInturf Realty player of the game as well before we send you back to the guys in studio. 16-10, Malvern picks up the victory. Big Z Sports is back following this.
We invite you to discover Keim Home Center in Charm, Ohio. Keim is your destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. From renovation and building projects to custom millwork needs, our team of experts work with both homeowners and professionals to bring your vision to life. Visit Keim Home Center in Charm or online at keimhome.com. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
This is Brian Williams, commercial lender with the First National Bank of Denison. The day you decided to open your business, you planted the seed. As your roots become stronger, the First National Bank of Denison is here to help your business grow. Strong businesses make strong communities, and because we live, work, and raise our families here, your business benefits us all. Whether you need more space, equipment, or inventory, come see us today for your next business loan. We are a local bank with local decision makers, and your success is our greatest reward. At the First National Bank of Denison, we have our roots where others have their branches. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Every day begins with purpose. Every job begins with precision. At Right Mark Roofing, we don't just install roofs. We build trust and forge relationships. We understand that your roof is more than just materials. It's protection. It's peace of mind. That's why we use high-quality products and expert craftsmanship. With a sharp focus, our team is always ready to hit the mark. Call Right Mark Roofing. Let's build a future that stands strong.
This is RJ Jacobs from DAC Vitamins and Minerals. Did you know that DAC Vitamins and Minerals has more than 40 proven equine supplements that include daily multivitamins, joint, digestion, reproduction and fertility, calming, and many other specialty products? DAC also carries a complete line of livestock products called DAC Show Contender. Feed DAC Vitamins and Minerals to get the competitive edge in the show pen. We've been feeding champions since 1983.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in downtown New Philadelphia, Sugar Creek, or in Strasburg, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes good luck this season.
At Hartships Quality Housing, we believe a home is where families grow, memories are made, and futures are built. For 47 years, we've stood by the values that matter most: honesty, trust, and a commitment to our community. Our goal is to provide affordable, reliable housing solutions. We don't just build homes, we invest in the future by supporting local student athletes and the schools that shape tomorrow's leaders. Whether it's on the field or in the classroom, we're proud to stand with our youth and the families who cheer them on. Hartships Quality Housing, built on trust, committed to community.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
At First Federal Community Bank, investing in our community isn't just a slogan. It's how we do business each and every day. I'm Corey Parker, mobile mortgage lender, and our goal is to empower your financial well-being and build a lasting relationship with you, your family, and your business. We're here to assist you every step of the way, from checking and savings accounts to mortgages and commercial loans. First Federal Community Bank, serving your banking needs in Dover, New Philadelphia, Yorksville, Sugar Creek, Berlin, and Mount Hope. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, NMLS number 1810696.
The Dumont Sporting Goods postgame show as we are set to wrap things up here from Strasburg and Ron Hurst Field as the Malvern Hornets pick up the 16-10 victory over the Strasburg Tigers. My, oh my, Shannon Thomas, this one lived up to its billing. The undefeated season comes to an end for Strasburg. Malvern picks up a very big 4th win of the season for them. And, on top of all of this, it was a great game from so many different fronts, but it's really hard to come back to one moment or one play that made the difference. We technically do have that, though, tonight.
Yeah, it's just I don't know what to even say about it. I mean, one play defined this whole game. I mean, yeah, there was a lot of plays in the game and a lot of mistakes in the game, but at the end of the night, one kid, 99.5 yards, is what defined the outcome of this game.
We'll tell you all about that coming up here momentarily. For the Strasburg Tigers, overall suffering their first loss of the year, 5-1 now for them. This is a phenomenal Tigers team, and that's how they've gotten to this point where they are right now. But for them, on the offensive side of things, it was just a struggle for them tonight. They really couldn't move the ball very well. By the way, you're not going to be able to see it because if we're not on our stream or anything, but Our soon-to-be McInturf Realty Player of the Game is now getting a ride back to the locker room on the golf cart.
Yeah, I mean,
he's well earned that. We'll tell you about that momentarily.
You know, and a lot of respect right there to the Strasburg staff picking him up on the golf cart and
not making him walk all the way.
And speaking of that, you got to give a shout out to Willendale Golf Carts for always coming on board for anything we do. And just like that, you can get you one of those limousine golf carts and get people rides.
Yeah. So what we were saying though for the Tigers is the struggles on offense tonight. I had them marked down again. These are unofficial because it's our account, but 144 yards for them. The leading yardage gainer for them was Micah McVeigh as he carried the rock 15 times for 79 yards. He also had 5 receptions for 38 yards from Ryan Becker, who hauled in the only touchdown that was for the Tigers. But overall, you know, for Boffman back there in the pocket, was never really able to settle in on a lot of those passes. This Malvern defensive line was pressuring him all night. And the rushing attack overall, you know, we know the Tigers love to grind it out, but not hugely successful for them tonight. Kaiser Thomas still had a halfway decent game for himself. Actually, he was the one who carried the ball the most as he toted it 16 times. But overall, just not enough for Strasburg, and I'm sure they're going to get back to the drawing board and figure out why that happened.
Yeah, and they'll go back and they'll study their film and kind of see where it went wrong up front tonight because, you know, in my mind tonight, the Malvern Hornets defensive line kind of, you know, took the offensive line out of that game for the Tigers. And there was times they got some big chunk runs and they did some things, but really they could never get anything going inside. When you get stuffed on the half-yard line and have a couple plays to get in and you don't get in, you know, that's a you know, I don't want to blame anybody, but at the end of the day, I know our football coaches would have told us, like, listen, that's a weight room problem right there. Our linemen should have won that battle, and they didn't.
Overall, for Malvern, they go for an even 300 yards on offense. Most of that on the ground, though, as it was a 9-for-17 night for Jackson Jones. He was picked off once, but overall it ended up not hurting him. The other one, his touchdown pass was a 40-yard hookup to Roy Simmons that broke this game open 8-0. But then, from there, the one play we keep talking about, there's a reason I haven't said his stats either, going, I don't know, do we officially call it 99 3/4 of a yard?
I think you do. You know, in a game that's determined by yards and sometimes by inches, he used every piece of Clark Kidder real estate that he had to get that touchdown.
With 23 carries, 185 yards, one of them going 99 yards to the house. Our McInturf Realty Player of the Game tonight, Julius Gore for those Hornets. And, man, we're going to go back and watch that replay quite a bit. I have no idea how in the world he made it happen, but from 99 yards out, a huge credit I'm sure that he's got for his offensive line, too, even making the initial hole for him to get through.
Yeah, I'm sure that you'll be seeing that play a lot this week because I'm sure it'll pop up on the replays on Monday or Tuesday whenever you release that video.
Whatever could you be talking about?
Yeah, so, I mean, like you said, just an outstanding play by him. And like I said, the offensive line they got him the whole – and in the back of their mind, they were thinking, listen, our punter needs some breathing room, so go grind this out. Little did they know that Mr. Gore was going to run down the sideline and then change lanes and come back across the field. And a couple different Strasburg players had a shot to bring him down, and he just wanted it more.
Malvern improves to 4-2. Strasburg falls to 5-1. Your final score tonight, 16-10, as Malvern tops Strasburg. Stay tuned at 99.9 because the guys back in studio are going to bring you the Dumont Sporting Goods post-game show, talk to some area coaches who picked up the wins tonight, give you a breakdown, and hand out some hardware themselves back there in studio. I think you and I have a couple people we could put in the running for some of that hardware as well.
Oh, I always do. My hat's off award tonight's going to the crew up here at Strasburg. It takes care of this grass field. I mean, it's immaculate for the drive.
That's only like the fifth time you said that tonight. But that's
listen,
all right.
I'm a guy that enjoys getting my free time at home, riding on my mower, listening to 99.9 of my country music for an hour and a half while I'm cutting grass. And I haven't got to do it for a month and a half. And I come up here and see this grass that these guys got. I'm kind of jealous.
It takes you an hour and a half to mow your grass?
I mow my neighbor lady's grass, too.
Okay. Of course, Shannon does the good guy thing. For the final time tonight from the Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studio, thank you all for tuning in. A big thank you to the Claxon Communications crew for all of their hard work, as always. Thanks to Cam Anderson on the sideline for us, doing all of our social media work. And thanks to Chris Kale back in the studio pressing mostly all of the right buttons. For Shannon Thomas, I'm Nick McWilliams. And don't go anywhere, Z Country. We'll be back at a high school again near you soon.
Thanks for watching this Claxon Communications production of High School Sports on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. For the latest news and scores, follow Big Z Sports on Facebook, on Twitter at @Big_Z Sports, and on Instagram. Don't miss any of the live stream coverage all season long by simply subscribing for free to Big Z Sports on our YouTube channel. For the best in high school sports coverage, there is only one Big Z Sports.